fly high, no lie. You know this. Bullet.
And with all that being said, I've decided to continue my athletic and academic career at the Stanford University.
Yes, sir.
Network, it means everything to me. Back when I didn't have all these offers, maybe like one or two, he was always promoting me, what I'm saying, trying to get me on the radar, this guy, you need to look out for him. What I'm saying? It really means, the world to me. Bacon, he's been there, like I said, since I've been small. Always shouting me out and always just trying to put me on, just give me notice more than I really appreciate Bacon.
I mean, shoot, I was the new kid. Faison kind of was with the Ducks for a little minute. So my first year, of course, he had all the hype. He was probably by like 6'2" at 12. He was a mutant. I ain't gonna lie to you. He was a mutant. But I mean, from then you could see just the potential he had. I mean, I'm not surprised he's the number one quarterback. If you would have seen him in youth ball, you would have thought he was the number one quarterback in that class back then. So I mean, like going against him kind of like prepared you already for like what high school was. I mean, he looked like a high school quarterback around that time. So I mean, like trash talking with him. He's more quiet though. I will say that he don't talk that much trash. But I mean, like trash talking with him, going out there and hitting drills with Faison. I mean, that kind of like just builds you ready. I mean, hopefully I play against him at college. I would love it.
As y'all know, this is the Sizzling News Podcast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. What's going on, man? What's popping? Happy Monday. Another jam-packed show for y'all, man. We're going to be recapping week 2 of the Georgia high school football season, man. I'm excited. As y'all know, every Monday we have a panel on the show to recap everything from around the state. QB Marcus, Bacon Network, Durrell Steen, SB Prod, and also Julian Colvard as well. So we're going to have the same thing. We're also going to have on ATL Metro, Around the Way Sports at 8:30 p.m. tonight as well. So y'all can stay tuned for that, man. But we're excited, man. We're going to break down everything we've seen from week 2 and preview week 3, man. So let me bring on my co-host first and foremost, Arvon Bacon, the Bacon Network. What's going on, man? How's everything going?
Hey, man, I'm good, man. I'm in the IG live comments as we speak, brother. Letting the folk know we're taking all type of questions. We got 32 in here live, man. We should crack a huncho. And we're sponsored by Power for Life because I missed it last week and we're running videos sometime, but we appreciate that Power for Life for sponsoring the show.
Before we even start and bring our guests on in our panel, let's go ahead and run a little promo and say thank you to our sponsor for sponsoring the Sizzling News Podcast real quick.
All right. Let me get my game tight. I'm slipping. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to have it pulled up, but hey, you know what I'm saying? We're still working out the kinks, but we got our sponsors and we're gonna hook them up. So you just bear with us. All right, here we go, Najeh. You know what I'm saying? I got my game tight right now. Let me share my screen. We'll get rocking and rolling. Dang, brother, you already got me on it? Oh, I couldn't say my bad, G.
That might be Steen. I think Steen had that one.
Here we go, brother.
Yep.
Hey, are you an athlete that needs some help in recruiting and wants to get out there, get some exposure, and be tapped in and aligned with college coaches from NAI to D2, HBCU, all the way to the D1 level? Well, look no further, man. Tap into a powerful life where you could become a part of the family and get empowered, poured into mentally, physically, and spiritually on and off the court. Hit that link below and tap in and get some exposure and be empowered for life.
All right, there you have it, y'all. Obviously, thanks to our sponsors for sponsoring the Sizzling News Podcast, Empowered for Life. Y'all check that right there. We will send a link during the show, but Empowered for Life contact e4lifeathletes.com/contact. We will have that link down below. But that's our sponsor segment for today's show. We're going to go ahead and bring on our panel of analysts all across, man. And first start off with QB Marcus, man. QB Marcus, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, fellas, man? How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, man. How you feeling?
How the favor, G?
Feeling great. I'm feeling great, man. I'm excited to always be on here, man. It's always a pleasure.
For sure, man. We always appreciate you coming on, man, and the insight that you always dropping in the gyms, man. Hey, Julian, man, I'm gonna need you to fix your face in the background, man. What is this, man?
That Malcolm X, boy. You better be careful.
Come on, bro. What is this?
That's red right there, though.
I'm
What's going on, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm straight. Just trying to figure out how to restart all this Twitter and Instagram stuff since they don't suspended me for whatever reason.
You need to stop getting banned. That's what it is. You need to stop getting banned. He stopped playing games, stop getting banned. What happened?
Say we'll run you back up, G. You know we're gonna reshare you. You know what I'm saying? Anything collab post. You know what I'm saying? Throw your $1 here and there for that ad money. You know what I'm saying? We got you, brother.
It's all good. It's all good.
I'm dead. All right, we got Coach Steen too in the background. What's going on, Coach Steen?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, boss?
Not much.
What's up,
Appreciate you
Coach?
coming on, man. How everything going?
What's going on, QB? What's up, Jay? Everything going good, man. You know, just taking it 1 week at a time.
I feel you, man. You must be feeling good today, Coach. You came in with the smile and everything, man.
Nah, man. I'm happy to be here, man. It's happy to make it another day, man. That's all.
Yeah, I hear that.
I feel you, brother. I feel you. All right, fellas, man. Let's talk about some of the games we was at this past week, man. We're gonna go ahead and start with QB Marcus, man. You were at Arabian Mountain along with Julian, so you both guys can actually chime in here. But what did you guys think? Obviously, 40-26 victory for Arabian Mountain. What was y'all biggest takeaways?
Well, for the most part, it was a rocky first quarter. In the combined of two teams, I think it was a total over 16 penalties in the first half. So it was some sloppy gameplay for both teams. But meanwhile, I feel like Stevenson still has a lot to prove. Defensively, the D-line is intact, but for the overall team, they're very undisciplined. They can get better, but I wasn't very pleased on what I saw in the first half with an Arabian Mountain team that couldn't really, get it done. But Arabian Mountain had more points offensively based off flags. Flags was actually helping them, convert on a lot of things. But for the player aspect, man, James Johnson, you can't tackle him. You can't tackle him in space. His feet just go so fast where he just make people miss. Anthony Booker, a good dynamic duo. He actually, helped Stevenson with the first touchdown of the game for them to get everything going. But overall, their passing game, I feel like, can get a little better. The quarterback, his Zebo, his only thing he can do is throw screens. And, I would like more explosive plays. But one thing about the Stevenson team, they're going to run the ball. They're going to find different ways to run the ball. But overall, the defense, I think the secondary needs a little bit more help when it comes to it. It was a lot of pass interference calls, a lot of holding calls, but the D-line, they make their preferences. Arabian Mountain, Xavier Brinson, he did a majority of the work when it comes to playing offense. The tight end is about 6'6", class of 2028. He did his due diligence of, make sure Arabian Mountain get, down the field, of course, but Stevenson came up with a win.
All right, Ju, you was there as well, man. Give us your insight.
Yeah, so Stevenson, the main way they was moving the ball, basically just running it the whole time. Booker is a dog, number 24. He's like extremely quick, very fast, has great balance. And I was talking to him during the game. He said he had no offers, which I could not believe. And so I'm working on him for that. And then Jaden Johnson, the number 7, shoot, if he didn't have over 200 rushing yards, he had close to it. He was just having his way with him out there. It was just like he was older than everybody else. It seemed like looked like a 21-year-old playing with a whole bunch of like 12, 13-year-olds. He was just doing whatever he wanted. But going back to what Marcus said, the main way that Arabia Mountain was moving the ball on offense was relying on penalties from Stevenson's defense. That was the main way they moved the ball. They had one explosive play from Brinson, the tight end, class 2028. He's going to be a big-time recruit, probably 4-star, super tall. He looked like about 6'5", 6'6", probably like 220, 215. They had that one big play for him, like 98-yard touchdown, got called back off a penalty. But they couldn't move the ball all night. They started scoring when the JV got in. On defense, they just couldn't stop the run game. All Stevenson was doing was running the ball. And then occasionally they would do a little RPO throw screens to Noah Mahoney, who's pretty good. He's a 10th grader. Did not know about him to that night, so I want to see how his season pans out. But yeah, that was the game. Just if we can get some penalties for Arabia Mountain on offense, and we can get some penalties, cool. That's how we're gonna move the ball, and then we'll punch it in from like the 2-3 yard line, and then But on defense for them, we just can't stop the run game. It's impossible. But shout out to Josh Owens, the senior corner at Arabia Mountain. He's like 6'1.5", 6'1", probably like 180-ish. Looking forward to picking up his recruitment. He has a visit to. I'm looking at it now. He has a visit to Memphis. He has a visit to Tulane. We got to take him down to Mercer. So looking forward to helping him in his recruitment.
There you have it. All right, y'all. Great intel from QB Marcus and Coach Julian, who was at the game. But now it's time to bring on Coach Steen. Victory, obviously, over Jonesboro. So I want to get your thoughts, Coach Steen. Just overall thoughts on, defense. I'll give my thoughts because I was at the game. I thought defense played really well. But just what's your thoughts on the shutout going to 2-0?
I think it was a well thought out game. Had a little bit of emphasis on the coming home of Jamal, and so but other than that, I think it was more built up last year and than it was this year. I kind of think that the hype kind of carried the game, but the game got cut short. It was 2 minutes left, 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter, and the game got called due to weather at 24-0. Defense played pretty well, I think. We had a couple blown coverages again. But other than that, it was pretty tight. They did well against the run. Offense is still kind of figuring it out without Devin being there right now, and then us kind of moving some guys around with Rakeef playing a little bit of running back and slot. But, I think we found out something last week. Our 2029 freshman, James Johnson, little brother, stepped in and had some big catches playing against a senior corner. I think he'll have more opportunities along down the line in the future, even when Devin comes back. So I think that's good. We got probably 3 or 4 28s and 29s that play heavy on this team. So right now it's just kind of getting them experience so that they're ready for the deep run, whether we make going into the end of the season into the playoffs.
And then, Coach, I want to ask you about this play. I'm just trying to pull it up while you were speaking. But I think it embodies your offensive line, which I was, thoroughly impressed with, Coach. But, we'll pull the clip, and I just want you to react, Coach. Just the offensive line, like I said, right here, just pushing, Kelly into the end zone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's our senior, Julius Dumas. He was being recruited by USF, and I think he has a game day visit to, I think, Missouri State. He's about 6'3", 330. We actually lost our starting center. He recently moved, which elevated one of our young guys. So we lost a little bit of experience, but gained some youth and size. Our center was probably 2 years in a row. He was first team all region, who was considered probably the best lineman on our team. But we actually elevated a sophomore who's 6'5", 315 pounds, that's playing guard now. So his name is TJ. He's looking to get a lot of experience in gameplay. We were looking for him to kind of turn the curve, and it's kind of happened sooner than we expected. So the line is actually bigger now. They play really, really well, moving some of the guys. A lot of the guys on our line can play dang near all 5 positions. So we took our guard, moved in the center. Again, who's a 6'4", 330-pound guard that can play center and is being recruited by some colleges too. So the line just got bigger than what it already was, actually. So it's hard to just sit back and throw the ball when you got a line that big. I say that.
And last question, Coach, I just want to ask you real quick, just your thoughts just on KJ. He made this play. I thought it was a pick. I talked to him post-game. We both agreed. He was phenomenal in this game, I thought, just defensively. I know you had some blown coverages, maybe not as clean as you wanted, Coach, but I thought he was superb. And I'll play the clip. Your thoughts on him?
KJ, man, we were lucky enough to get KJ. I'd say the stuff that you see on the field really isn't the gist of it, right? KJ is the guy who gets on everybody in the weight room. He demands everybody to be out early. He's a cerebral thinker, high football IQ, and he's a 2027 guy. So he's one of the younger guys. The defense is obviously led by Jamar Owens. But right now we have so many talented safeties. Jamar is playing corner and safety, right? So
wow,
we take a 6'1" safety who's committed to Indiana, and we move him down the corner to match the other 6'1" corner that's going to Liberty. And then at times we can drop our 6'2.5" safety at 210 pounds, Adrian Cole from nickel, and then we can drop him back to safety when we want to move Jamar to corner. So it's just a lot of diversity back there. And then mixed into all of that, like I said, you got a young guy named Adrian Jackson that's a 10th grader that rotates as corner. Basically, I would call him, I would say the third starter, right? He has the ability to start with all those senior guys back there. It's just depending on who we play right now, it's just kind of mixing him in to get him experience. But Zay has played well. If you saw the first game, he got a clutch interception in the bins against North Gwinnett. And then this game, with them having some senior heavy receivers, he didn't play as much, but he still got in and made some key tackles. Zadrian, like I said, Zay has pretty much everything except for experience. And as he gets that through the season, he's going to probably be I know he's going to be one of the leading guys in the secondary next year. So it's a talented group back there, man. That group has the potential to be very, very special. And KJ definitely is a part of that for sure. Yeah, he's a monster. He's coming down tackling, which we think all the Power 5 schools is waiting to see if he can field from 15. He already plays the ball well in the air. He already has a size 6'2", 195. He just has to come down and tackle, and he's been doing that these first two games. So his stock should be going crazy right about now.
100% agree with you, Coach. Great in-depth analysis by you. Last topic, Bacon, we're going to bring you on because it's a big storyline from week 1. So we're going to bring you on for that segment, Bacon, and get your thoughts. But want to go back to Jew. Jew, you was at the game, Luella versus Carver, Atlanta. Just real quick thoughts on that game and obviously the performance of Terrius Favors.
Shoot, it looked like Terrius was almost playing the team by himself. Yeah, he got in the end zone 5 in the first quarter. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But you good.
Okay, cool. He got in the end zone 5 times total in the first quarter, and he threw a touchdown. But one of those touchdowns got called back. So he had a receiving touchdown. He had 3 rushing touchdowns, a passing touchdown. Then he had caught a pick, had a big hit, 2 big 30-plus yard receptions, and an interception. Yeah. Did he force a fumble? I don't think he forced a fumble. But, yeah, he did all of that in the first half. And then when to open up the second half, they punted it to him. He made probably about 3 or 4 guys miss. And the only thing that stopped him from scoring was somebody grabbing his shoelace, and he just tripped up and fell. So offensively, Luella couldn't do anything at all. Offensively or defensively, they just couldn't stop Red. That's just what it is. And then in the second half, the craziest thing happened. I've never seen this happen in a high school game before. With about 8 minutes left in the third quarter, the team decided to quit. So, and it caught me off guard because the coaches at Luella was talking cash money at the very beginning of the game, and they was trying to they were kind of standoffish. I've never seen somebody treat Coach Miles like that ever in my life. So to do that and then in the third quarter you just quit is baffling. Like, I have no words for it. And then they want to say, oh, it was a lightning delay. No. It wasn't even raining by the time y'all quit. That's 1. 2, Luella and Hampton, not Luella and Hampton and Starbridge were playing 3 or 4 miles down the street. They finished the game. They're in the same area. You quit. So never seen that before. They didn't even go to the 50 to do the, good game, dap each other up. It was just like, hey, we out of here. I don't want to see no more of this. So that's how that went.
There you have it. All right. Great intel there from Jew on Luella versus, obviously, Carver Atlanta. Carver Atlanta's 2-0 in the season, looking pretty good. Obviously in 2A, but we'll see if, obviously, they can keep it going and keep it rocking and rolling. All right, man. So I'm going to bring on Bacon. We're going to move to our biggest storylines from week 1. Bacon, we're starting with you. 60-56. Bacon, I know you got a bunch of clips from this game.
Yeah, man.
Clips on the background when you talk about it. I can roll the clips while you're talking. So if you want to add them in, let me know. we can roll it. But that was a crazy game. But let's go ahead and get your intel, brother.
Yeah, man. I mean, you could roll it in, but I'm just going to narrate it. I've seen the film, you know what I'm saying, half a dozen times by now. Stop, run it back. I'm probably going to do a little film back down on Rodney coming up soon. But, man, like I said, crazy game. It felt like the Falcons debacle, you know what I mean, that 28-3 loss, unfortunately, got to bring up for the Falcons fans who's tuning in. But this year, you know what I'm saying, we rise up. But back to the matter at hand. Nunes down 24 points going into the fourth quarter. Everybody's kind of chilling, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying, not being as sharp, you know what I'm saying? Brody Campbell goes down the field, you know what I mean? Scores, and it's kind of, I think cut it like a 3-point game or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? That's why I lock back in, and of course, they score again or whatever the case may be. I can't remember exactly, but to get the onside kick, and I'm locked in. I'm looking at everybody on the East Coast with the sideline. If you've seen the film, the hand over the face, you know, everybody looking nervous. And then, you know what I'm saying, Brody comes down the field again after receiving the onside kick. About a 20-yard pass to the sideline I think it was to John Matthews. And the next couple of plays, it's over this bounce of a bad dad, falls in the arms of you know what I'm saying, of Britt, and that's the game. But to give y'all a synopsis of how everything broke down, Walter Maestro, you know what I'm saying, a big key piece for East Carolina, went down with what I thought was a hamstring injury, but apparently it was more than that. He didn't come back in the game. I haven't heard from any confirmed sources. I think he may miss his upcoming week against North Cobb. So that's a big loss. So Chance Gilbert had to come down and play opposite DB, number 2, who's unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, had a rough game. Probably give up 2 or 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards. So I'm saying, I know if you're watching this, brother, keep working, keep your head up, man. You know what I'm saying? Those moments are going to build you for the future. So aside from that, you know what I'm saying, the starting quarterback, Jax Bowles, I think Rodney Coulter came down, laid that boom on a couple more times than that body needed to, and he was sidelined. So the backup came in. Backup looked good, but it all came down to in that third quarter, you know what I'm saying, when he came in, they were handing the ball off, draining the clock, but it was brought to my attention when somebody was watching games as closely as I do, that they started to not milk that clock in the fourth. That's why everybody's lackadaisical. You know what I'm saying? I said, man, ain't enough time. And before you know it, Nunes back in the game. But I think between Walton going down, Chance coming down and play opposite side corner, which left the back end more open, and them not, you know what I'm saying, milking that clock in the fourth was how Noonan kind of wiggled their way back in. Fortunately for the hometown team, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the crazy thing that happened there. I'm still in shock, but now that I've, you know what I'm saying, had time to sit on it, it kind of makes sense. So a little, you know, so a little unfortunate clock management, I think, you know what I'm saying, with the lack of knowledge of the backup quarterback. Like I said, that's how they got back in the game. But it was crazy. Second time in the rivalry history that they scored 60 points.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your reaction to that, Marcus?
No defense, of course, but now obviously, I mean, talking about, I mean, a lot of people was, you know, I seen, you know, the Barstool reactions, man. This was a really good game, probably, you know, game of the year so far. But a lot of points, man. That sells tickets.
I definitely sell tickets. They was on your top, brother. I don't know if I've said you before, but we live now. They, you know what I'm saying, from the fans. Yeah, it was on your top, brother. And fans like, man, we can't have Marcus on the show no more, man. We unfollow it. Nah, they didn't say that, brother, but
it's okay.
It was all you head.
I'm dead, man. That's funny, man. But I appreciate you recapping that, Bacon. Like I said, probably the game of the year so far. Back and forth. You know, you can make an argument that Brookwood, Houston County game was up there too. Came out to the end game winning touchdown. Pretty electric so far. All right, so that's that headline.
We just want to shout out Roy Maxwell, number 44, only sacks of the night for East Kaiwuta. He's from the blow up defensive lineman, 2027, I believe. Delbert Freeman, I think 2028 DB, one of the top DBs in his class. Had a nice PBU. Those are just some names. Also, it's my boy Dodd, number 9, man, had a big bean top. Those are just some big names from the rest of the crew that everybody knows, man. Those are some names that you need to know going forward for Noonan and East Kaiwuta.
For sure. All right, we're gonna go back to Julian, man. Big upset. Let me see if Marcus got a graphic for it. I'm pretty sure he do. I mean, we can all react to it, but probably one of the biggest storylines is Hampton obviously beating, you know, Stockbridge 28-27. That took me by surprise. But whoever wants to chime in first, let me know. Just y'all reaction to that.
Man, I saw that game.
Oh God.
I saw that game on the replay on Max Preps, and I think Stockbridge had to have 13 to 15 penalties. And on top of that, they had 4 touchdowns called back. So all of that, you still only lose by 1 point. Clearly, that says you're the better team. They should have won that game. They have an inconsistent extra point kicker. They went for that first extra point. The ball went straight up in the air and almost hit the center in the back. Like it just went up, went down. Didn't even cross the line of scrimmage. So they need to find a extra point kicker immediately because that's going to come back to haunt you in the playoffs. A lot of things went wrong in the very beginning of the game. Late throws led to a pick that set them up. That set Hampton up in real good field position. They only had like 15 yards to get a touchdown, so that was an easy punch in. Then they got the ball back, and they ran a little RPO, Hampton did, and it was in cover 2, the corner. Instead of Fort coming from the outside in, he went inside, got washed down, getting blocked to sleep by, I think it might have been Kamari. Yeah, getting blocked to sleep by Kamari. The guy took it up the sideline, backside corner, loafing, Javon Medlock, you loafing. You need to start running if you want to stay on the field as a ninth grader because I would pull you off if I was them. And the dude scored because, the 2 corners, BSing. So I was very disappointed looking at that game. And the defense, they did not fit in the run well. It was people lined up wrong from the very beginning. It'd be 2 people lined up in the same gap. When it's come to pursuing the ball carrier, they running in the same, like linebackers and safeties. They're running in the same gap as somebody else. So that running back just bounces to the open gap, and they was moving the ball off of like stuff like that. But they should have won that game. And it was a lot of very questionable calls. I seen a running back. He was going in. The number 13, Dominic, the freshman. He's the starting running back right now because I don't think Eddie Miners came back. So he was ripping it up. He was doing a real good job, but he was going in for a touchdown, and he reaches the ball out, and the ball breaks the plane of the end zone. His forearm and elbow are also on the ground, but the ball is the thing that forces the quote-unquote fumble. So as soon as he gets tackled, the ball hits the ground, pops up in the air, but he broke the plane in the end zone. It was obvious it was a touchdown. The ref called it a fumble, and I think Hampton recovered it for a touchback. So then they had a deep strike to, I forget which one of those receivers. It might have been Gavin Kitchens. Might have been Kitchens or Mason, but they had a deep strike to one of them, and they called the touchdown back. I don't even know what the penalty was. It was so many of them though. So Stockbridge was the better team. They should have won. I had them winning 42-0. I can't believe that Hampton even scored more than 2 touchdowns on them. I get them the first one because they had real good field position off the pick. But going into this next game upcoming, Locust Grove and Stockbridge, I still got Stockbridge. They were better. It was obvious. But yeah, that's my take on that.
Any comments, Marcus? Like you might be frozen too.
I watched the first half of the game. It was a little sloppy coming from Stockbridge. I think Josh threw an interception on the first drive or so. Coming into the game, Hampton, they had good field position. They had a little RPO flat route, and they took it to the house. Then it was Stockbridge couldn't tackle defensively. That's what it was. They couldn't tackle the run game. A lot of slippery missed tackles that Hampton was what Hampton was doing pretty much. But overall, then the game got delayed. It was like an hour, 2 hour delay. The game ended till 12 o'clock. So after that, they were scoring more points, and I think just the extra point kind of changed everything. But Hampton became the better team that night.
I agree. Great points, man. Last thing on Stockbridge, I think it's time for concern, or just that's just one of those trap games. Anybody can comment.
Let's give it another week. Locust Grove is gonna be a big one if they I think we got SB, and if they lose against Locust Grove, I think it's time to at least put on the caution light. But I think Stockbridge, they're young. They got some young pieces, young key pieces. So I, I'm saying let's give them one more week.
I don't think it's no.
I think
no
they'll
reason
be
for
okay.
concern. It was some things that it was.
Yeah.
There was some things happening in that game, especially on defense. It's like, okay, this is a quick fix. Like, this could have been corrected during the game. You don't have to go back and practice to get this right. We talking about alignment, run fits. Those players are good enough to where you can just tell them and they can make the correction. So no room for concern at all. Like I said, I got them winning over Locust Grove, and Locust Grove is far better than Hampton.
Right. Go ahead, Mark.
I think they'll be okay. I think the next week game will kind of solidify everything. I think they have to win this game. It's probably going to end up into a 3-way tie, depending on if Stockbridge win within the region, because Jones County lost to Woodland, and I think the next biggest game for Stockbridge is Jones County. So they really do have to win if they want to maintain this course within the the region, to be at least the second team or the third team. They have to win next week.
100% agree. Great points, Bob. Obviously, both of y'all. Let's talk about one of the biggest headlines though coming from you, QB Marcus, on your Instagram profile. You obviously said this McEachern team is legit. 2-0 on the season. They blank North Cobb in very surprising fashion. 21-0. Is it time? Let's react to what Marcus had to say. This is McEachern legit. You ain't got to answer that, Marcus. That's your headline. So.
Yeah, I think they say that again.
No, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I really think this McEachern team is very legit. Just shutting down the North Cobb team, they didn't score at all. Then if you look at McEachern's schedule, the next upcoming team that they really play up next is Hillgrove. So this McEachern team can possibly win the region that they're in, but the defense is it's outstanding. Durrell Rivers up front. Hackney, Tay, all these guys in the secondary. Ja'Cory Shockley, he's a freshman, class of 2029, making very impactful plays. This McEachern team, they're very young. Calvin Pittman's it's hard for teams to really score on this team. All they got to do is score multiple times, and you win the game. Defenses win games, and if you have a legit good defense in high school, it can take you to state championship or deep in the playoffs. And McEachern, this team is to be feared. Coach Reed is really doing a phenomenal job at McEachern. They're very young everywhere. They got a running back named Henry. He's pretty much taking care of Jerron Campbell. Jerron Campbell is hurt right now, but he's doing a great job in the backfield. And they missing Nayland Scott and Jerron Campbell on offense. So imagine if they had those guys, but they're doing a very, very good job so far. And they play Marietta in a couple weeks. Well, I think they play Marietta this week. And the sky's the limits for this McEachern team.
Agreed. I'm going to throw it to you, Bacon. We hit you in the private chat, Marcus. You kind of froze on your screen, and we sent a little thing in there too. So check it out when you can. Go ahead, Bacon.
Now, this McEachern team is legit, man. They had a great game against North Cobb, number 4. Somebody help me out with his name. You know what I'm saying? Legit.
Mm-hmm.
Jerron, yeah, man.
No,
did his thing. But I will say this, I do think McEachern is legit. But I think they looked maybe 3 times better against North Cobb. You know what I'm saying? When you watch Teddy, you know what I mean? Tell he's still not comfortable yet with his pieces. I mean, it could be, you know what I'm saying, just McEachern's pressure. That Tennessee commit was phenomenal. He was everywhere. But Teddy still doesn't look comfortable yet. And I think it may be this week against Eastside Wheeler. We'll see. But whatever game he kind of hits that 200-yard mark, 2 touchdown mark, really gets things going is when he's going to wake up. But, you know what I'm saying, for him to, you know what I'm saying, to be he just ain't comfortable back there. You know what I'm saying? Quick throws. You can tell went on the same page as his receiver. That throw to the running back that kind of fell to the ground right in front of his feet. That was a telltale sign of it. But I'm still bullish on North Cobb. I still hope they get it together. They got the pieces to, compete for that, to compete for a spot in 6A. But to answer everybody's question, I think McEachern is legit for sure.
What you think, Ju? You're the one that kind of been hesitant.
McEachern's defense is stamped. That's probably one of the top defenses in the state. I say I give them top 10 for sure. Secondary is solid. D-line is amazing. Linebackers are good. But when it comes to saying like, state contenders, semifinals, I don't think like that they're even in the discussion. But the defense is phenomenal now. You shut down North Cobb, one of the best quarterbacks in the country, great receivers, great running backs. Okay, defense. Now switch to the offense. Were they consistently moving the ball against North Cobb? The answer is hell no. It's big plays. That's how they score. You can't depend on big plays to win games, especially when you get in the playoffs. That ain't happening unless you got the top running back in the country, which they don't. So and the game plan is very simple when you go up against McEachern. It's not rocket science. I can hire a fifth grader to figure this out. Load the box, play man, make them throw the ball. If you make that, it's that simple. The big plays, those big explosive plays on all 3 touchdowns, how were they scored? Run plays. Thank you. So you just stop the run, make them throw the ball. You can shut down that offense. But scoring on that defense, now you got to figure that out because they can literally match up, cover zero, blitz, and make it extremely stressful for you. But I think I'm looking at their schedule. They might either go 10-0 or 9-1. Hillgrove is their next big game. That's the most challenging opponent that they have left on the schedule. So I think it's smooth sailing for here. They should easily dominate everybody on their schedule.
Great points by y'all. I mean, I'm gonna say, I think they can definitely be legit. I want to see it a little bit more in terms of they play some obviously quality opponents, but just the best of the best. But they should definitely be able to win that region. To your point, Julian, about Hillgrove. Excuse me, they have the squad to do it. I think they have all the pieces to do it. Now it's just being able to make sure they're playing at a high level consistently throughout the season, right? Not getting too high, not getting too low, which Coach Reed does a great job. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to find out. We're going to see. But that was an impressive victory. I do want to ask about Grayson and Collins Hill, but I'm going to wait till SB Pride gets landed where he's at because I got to ask him. I got to ask you. I got to ask what the hell is going on.
I got to talk to
I know you were insider, so what's going on with Collins Hill?
Let me in.
I got to talk to Keacher first, man.
Okay, go ahead.
Them boys, man. Listen, I went on the show with Alex. He's picking on Cobb and the golden arm. I got done bad. So shout out to McEachern. They know I rock with them boys over there. I'm with Julian on this. You're not ready for state championship. They're probably not even a top 5 team in terms of in 6A. But what I did say on the show, which was correct, is they're probably a year away. They got pieces now, but the coaching staff that they have, some of those assistants that they brought in there, they're going to continue to bring in weapons even next year. I don't think that quarterback can beat guys in big games, but we'll see. I think they'll continue to grow throughout the season. Now I
don't think they're a year away. I think they're a quarterback away.
I like that better.
They have the pieces on offense, even though most of those starters.
Say things I can't say, man.
You're right. Right. You trying to get you in trouble and stuff, man.
Even most of those, though most of the starters are 9th graders,
have a little bit of a hitch in his delivery, so I'm with you on that.
Look, most of the starters are 9th graders, but those are some of the most talented 9th graders literally in America. Jaleel, Ja'Cory Shockley, that running back number 21, he's like 6'1", he looks like he's about 12'5", 9th grade. Come on now. That they can step up and make plays right now on varsity as they are. They just need somebody to get them the ball. Like even last year, quarterback was a problem for McEachern. Nayland Scott, one of the top receivers in America. He flipped from Arizona State to Nebraska. And the fact that Arizona State will even take a commitment from somebody across the country lets you know how good he is. You watch the film, explosive, he got the size. How many touchdowns he had? Can anybody answer that all season?
I don't know.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns.
Crazy.
2 touchdowns. So I'm like, damn, you got 2 touchdowns. You got these 4 stars. Somebody must not know what they're doing. Let me go turn on the tape. Oh, no, you actually like that. The reason you had 2 touchdowns because you didn't have somebody who can get you the ball. That's the reason. If he would have had somebody like Mike Johnson throwing on the ball, that's 15, 20 touchdowns. Easy. Because nobody can really stop Naylor for real. So I think they're a quarterback away from being like in that semifinal state championship talk. Because they had the playmakers on offense. They got a good line, they got the running backs, they got the receivers, they got the coaches. You just need somebody that's that one missing piece, the person that touched the ball every play.
How far you think they're gonna go, Steve? Quarterfinals?
Yep.
They ain't getting past the quarterfinals.
I mean, even then, that's respectable.
7-0.
Okay.
That's very respectable. Yeah. Shout out to Coach Reed and McKeecher, man. Like I said, Teddy Bear, you did me wrong. Every time I pick North Cobb, they burn me, bro. I'm done picking. The next topic.
Get that one.
Speaking of the next topic, let's talk about Collins Hill, man. They 0-2, man. 13-7 lost to Woodward Academy. I mean, I know you know about the Gwinnett area out there. What's going on with Collins Hill, man? Coach Swick is a good coach.
Yeah.
Coach Swick is a great coach, man. Shout out to Coach Swick. They do have a new offensive coordinator, and they're struggling, man. There was some rumblings about last year's offensive coordinator and how the players felt about him, how some of the parents felt about him, even how some of the other coaches felt about him. That move was made, and you brought in a new OC. There's really no identity on who this team is right now. I know that I did feel they were a bit overrated going into the season, but then as the offseason went on, I started to buy the stock on Collins Hill. Quarterback, you got to pick one. If you ain't got one, if you got two, you don't have one. So you got to make a decision. Are you going to go with the senior kid that's been there, or are you going to go with the junior, with Duda? Which one are you going to do? Running backs, got to get going. I mean, if you look at Collins Hill's offensive line, in terms of size, they're probably one of the bigger offensive lines in the state. But what good is that if they're not opening lanes for their running backs? Or if you're down multiple scores and you can't run the ball at that point, now you're one-dimensional. So I wasn't necessarily shocked that Collinsville didn't come off with a win this week. I also don't think Woodward is that great this year. So Collinsville's got to get it fixed, man, because they're about to go in a region play real soon. And that big bad wolf down in Buford's waiting for them. So good luck to them guys. But they need an identity switch now. Maybe a players only meeting. They need something to spark that offense and get those guys going.
And then Steve, staying in Gwinnett, let's get your thoughts on Grayson. 24-19 gutted out victory over Raven Gap. I mean, I heard that Tyler has not played the first 2 weeks of the season. I don't know if Ant was back for this game. You probably know more than me on that. It looked like you shook your head no. So how impressive. No one's like, they're kind of getting swept under the rug again like they were last year when they lost to Collins Hill. But Grayson, you know what I'm saying, they're getting these wins without their star players even playing in the game. Like, what does that just say about the coaching and the culture they got there?
I think it comes down to what we talked about weeks ago, privately, publicly, wherever you want to say it. Their trenches aren't the same as last year. And I'm not just talking about because of Nick Brooks, who went over there to the University of Texas. I'm talking about in totality, even some of those guys in on that defensive line, NC State commit, Florida commit. Some of those guys that they had really made a difference on both sides of the ball. They're smaller on the offensive line, and they're not as physical. I'm sorry. They did get Tim Harvey to go over there. Shout out to my dog, Tim. He's doing a great job, but they're just not moving guys like they're supposed to. But when you have one of the top quarterbacks in the country, you can overcome some of that. So Travis is going to continue to scrape some of these wins. Shout out to Raven Gap who came to play, but Travis and their team will continue to scrape some of these wins. But one thing that's good about Tyler and Ed not playing is some of those guys behind him are getting valuable experience. And those guys are doing pretty well, man. Shout out to Cam Jones. Shout out to some of those other young guys. They're full of 27 guys across that defense that I think are going to continue to do well as the season goes on. But I mean, it's their region, it's their game to play at this point. I just know that trench-wise, if you guys watch the game, it's not as physical offensively or defensively on the line as they were before, and that's the difference.
I agree. Great point, man. We appreciate you sharing your insight, Steve, obviously on that. Marcus, I want you to come back in. You're still frozen for whatever reason. But what can you say about these couple 0-2 teams right now?
Say that again, Naj.
Yes, sir. I was saying, what can you say about these 0-2 teams? Obviously, I think that's amazing.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah, what you think?
So
sorry.
Give me 1 second.
Yep.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you talking about two good programs, of course in the APS, a lot of NFL players come out of it. It's very, unusual for both teams. Can't score on offense, can't stop nobody. it's unlike these teams, and they actually play this Saturday. Mays, of course, you know, they're young. They're very young. They got a lot of good talent on the team. I think they are way better than Doug, quite frankly. It just Doug cannot score points. They haven't scored a touchdown yet in the 2025 season. So that's real disturbing if I'm if I'm paying a ticket, to watch the game. But overall, I think Doug has some quarterback issues. They're still trying to find a starter between Jaleel or Kendrick. So I think Coach Wynn is the offensive coordinator there. He's still trying to, get a feel of the quarterbacks. Meanwhile, I think Doug defense, I think they can potentially stop Mays, but I feel like Mays have a lot of athletes that can just get the ball, get in this space. And Mays, which they got a good running game, and a good D line, and they played Langston, and they still maintained kind of the course. They didn't score a lot of points, but they was still fighting. And looking at Doug, they lost to Westlake, which Westlake has young talent as well, which they played Cannon Robinson, which they gave up 300 passing yards, and they played West Forsyth. So I look at the kind of the scale of who played the better teams. I have to go with Mays in this standpoint. Mays is the better young team, and Doug, they just can't score.
What about you? I'd agree. If anybody has any insider intel on that or want to comment, y'all let me know.
Yeah, I seen both of them play.
Go ahead, you.
Yeah, I seen both of them play. Mays, they just need to start it over. Just forfeit those season. Just start it over. Go get some new players. Go get some new coaches. Just start everything over.
Clip that, clip that, and send it over. Tag up, clip it, send it over.
This is the thing right here. You going in a scrimmage game against Newton. Newton could have put up 80 points in that game. I was there. They took it back. They held back a lot. How do you put up 80? They scored 65. How do you score 65 points running the ball 90% of the time in a scrimmage game? That is embarrassing. And you come back, and I'm like, well, I seen how bad you were. Langston, they probably going to do the same thing to you. They're just going to run the ball all over you and score. Just score when they want to. It was tight at halftime. That's what Langston did. They said, okay, we tried to keep it close. We tried to give them a chance. Second half, blew them out. Like, it's just, you have nothing. Yeah, the players, they out there, they don't know what they're doing. I don't know if it's a coaching thing or the players don't listen. Start it over. On Douglas' side, I've seen them play in person. Now, Douglas, they have hope. They have some potential. They can make the playoffs. They can probably go to the second round. They do have talent on that field. I don't know what it is, why they can't just put it together, and they just getting slapped around right now. But I think they'll get better as the season goes. The quarterback they do have that came from Morrow, he trained with Coach Chen, so he has to be somewhat good. They got what's the boy name? Damian Parrott. He's an athlete. Trey Olive, he came from Sandy Creek. He runs a 10-3 in the 100 meter. Come on now. I seen somebody line up from Dutchtown, line up straight up in his face. They look to the sideline, check, put their hand on their head. Everybody knows what that means. You can't stop a 10-3 from running the straight line. So you got him, and then you got Zaylen, who transferred over from Sandy Creek. So you got some players. So I think it's hope there, and they'll just get better throughout the season. But Mays, nah. Just go ahead and forfeit the whole season. Except Forest Park. They're gonna win that game.
Nah, I agree. I was about to say the same thing about Trey Olive. You got speed on the outside, just a matter of time for, the quarterback gets that connection with the receiver. So that's a great point by you, Ju.
For sure. All right, man. We're gonna go to Middle Georgia real quick, man. Gotta give Middle Georgia some love, man. I know we do be doing Metro Atlanta. I like to talk about the whole state. Houston County. I am a little concerned. I believe in Coach Edwards, man. They got that thrilling week 1 victory. You could probably attest to it more than me, SB Pro, because you was there at the game, so you can attest to it. I love their offense, man. It's rolling. And I know everybody's like, whoa, how are they putting up these points without Antoine Hill, man? I think it's a great system. Obviously, Antoine Hill elevated the program, but I think Coach Edwards, he just knows how to create a system where it fits everybody. And this the weapons they have on the outside, man, is making it special. And Jordan Smith, Kevon Cochero, they can run the ball. They can do a lot of different things well, man. So it makes them tough to stop. I'm just concerned with the defense. They gave up 24 points against, obviously Brookwood. Brookwood is a good team. FM County scored 42. They got Perry this week. I just want to see defense, kind of slow down the scoring a little bit. But I do feel good about Houston County and their chances. Tough region. Got Thomas County Central in there. Obviously, they'll play some tough opponents. But I think they should be able to contend for a region championship against Thomas County Central.
100%. 100%. I mean, this is the same head coach that coached not Jake. Is it Jake Fromm?
He did go to Houston County. I don't know if he coached them though, but he did go to Houston.
Well, so they've had a good program down there for a good minute. Don't know too much about the inner, the inner workings, the inner cause of Houston County, but they've been a good program for a little while now. So it's a lot of points.
Houston's good. They're good. I like TC over them. Back to that Brookwood game. I think if their quarterback plays the whole game, I don't think Houston walks out with that one. You also had a huge kick return taken back from by Bryce Green. Shout out to House Call. There was some interesting calls in that game, man. Some Southern cooking for Houston, but they are in arguably the toughest region in the state. Let them tell it at least. And they have a tough slate. They'll be all right. But they do have some athletes, and they're much improved on the line. And their quarterback's got some moxie to him. So shout out to Houston. I think they're gonna be all right.
Yeah, shout out to who's calling plays on their offense, because you're still putting up points without somebody who's a 3-year starter for you. And I think he threw for like over 300 yards every year, 30 plus touchdowns every year. And for him to leave and you still putting up points on people, that is very impressive. So whoever that coach is doing a very good job, whoever's calling plays. But defensively, they need to get their stuff together, because you still coming out here giving up these basketball points like you did last year. That's a no-go. Because if I was the DC in Houston County, me, Julian Colvard, they would have fired me. All these damn basketball boys. Tighten up on that.
This man clowning. Appreciate the insight there. All right, y'all. A couple more I want to hit before we obviously go to just the week 2 top performers. I want to show some love to Peach County too, another Middle Georgia team. Big victory for them over Perry. I know Perry ain't the same, but I got to give a shout out to Bryson Hughley, man. He had 5 tackles in this game, an interception. I think he had a forced fumble or pass deflection as well, man. But Peach County continues to roll, man. 2-0. They could be a team to watch. A lot of talent around that team. One well, Julian and Zion Hudson. Obviously very talented, but really good running back, really good core team, and a good defense, as we can see.
That text message that I sent you, Najeh, that screenshot, who was that about? The receiver?
Zion Hudson.
Oh, yeah. Who is he committed to right now?
Army.
Oh, man, Army. I'm going to let y'all know. Y'all need to send the house some more. Hard sell, because it ain't over. It ain't over.
Floodgate coming. I feel that.
This man.
Let's go Red Hawks.
I can't with this man, bro. I can't with this man. But shout out to Peach County. Shout out, obviously, to Coach Marquise Westbrook. We know the dominance he had at Warner Robins, winning 5 consecutive state championships, man. Obviously won a lot there. Developed some guys. Isaiah Gibson, who's now at Georgia, and many more. Isaiah Kenyon's another one who's at Georgia Tech, who will, for my Tech audience that's in here, he is going to start. If you guys didn't check the depth chart, he is going to start this year as a true sophomore. The kid is explosive, and he is huge. So check your eye for that. Again, our college football show, y'all check it out on Saturday. We'll have a recap show at 11 o'clock with SB Prod down there below. Me and Bacon, we will be recapping all the
Friday. We will tap in Friday too, right?
I mean, if y'all down, I mean, Friday really for the high school football. So, I mean,
it's more for the Georgia Tech Colorado, brother.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing a recap, but I don't know if everybody's down. I mean,
Georgia Tech money line, man. Put your money on the Ram and Wreck this week.
You might as well do something with Dukes.
You heard it here first.
And they finna blow out Colorado, man. I'm sorry.
You should do something with Dukes, not if you're not already.
He ain't put that the squad, man. You know what I'm saying? He looking at Lindsay's.
I'm dead. Najeh, we had something set up for yesterday, but I think we got a little tied up, man. So, hopefully we'll tap in sometime this week with him.
Yeah, your team versus his team.
These aren't our teams. We just covered them.
Your team versus his team.
Bacon, that's your team, Bacon?
Hey, what you said?
My team, okay.
Hey, man, listen, brother. Like I've been telling everybody else, man. Just something about seeing a black man fight through adversity and rise to the occasion. Neon Dion, brother.
Neon Dion.
All 2025, 26, 2030.
You gave this man a nickname. I can't, bro. Can't make
He
it
ain't
up,
gonna
bro.
be going after this year. He ain't gonna be there no more.
Nah, don't say that, brother. We would have a
I
good
was
year.
talking to Jerry
Top 12.
Jones the other day on FaceTime. He said, "Yeah, I got him." I said, "Bet." They're gonna let go of Dak Prescott. They're gonna get Shador. You know, they treating him wrong up in Cleveland. They trying to sabotage man, obviously.
Obviously.
But Jerry said he gonna let go of Dak. He still hasn't forgotten.
He just paid him.
Huh?
He
Don't
just
matter.
paid him.
Yeah, I mean, he got more money. It's a billionaire. Man, Jerry Jones is old, man. You acting like he trying to save for the future.
Hey, I can't, bro. All right,
next
final
year,
game.
Cowboys, Dion and Shador, they're gonna be there.
That'd be crazy.
Man, that'd be wild.
That'd
be wild. But all right,
this
y'all.
your other team right here.
No, I just want to get thoughts. I just want to react. They had a big win against First Academy. This ain't my team. I just respect Milton. 24-17. Just what's y'all reaction to them? Obviously rebounding from the week 1 loss to Buford, a close one at that.
Oh man, Trey, if you keep winning games, it's gonna be hard to take you off the field, brother.
Here he goes.
100%.
Bledsoe and Brady. Bledsoe was better than Brady, but
man,
Brady was winning. You know what they did? They kept Brady ass out there. So Trey, you keep doing your thing. I did not know he was a freshman.
Yeah.
Who did they win against?
The mistake he had.
Yeah, who was this?
Who Milton beat?
What team they play against?
First Academy in Orlando.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're pretty decent.
The one that got the sanctions last year.
Yeah, the one that got beat pretty good by IMG.
Yeah, so he played a pretty decent team. You got the sanctions. You obviously going out there recruiting, playing real life fantasy football. So yeah,
Derek Baker, man, we love you, bro.
Yes, I did.
Derek Baker, I think Derek, when he come back, did he hurt his wrist?
I don't know.
I don't know this. It's shoulder, ain't it?
I think it was
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I thought. Unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
When he come back, man, I think he gonna have to put the team on his back. Like he gonna have to. I know he chill and be talking to Cam and stuff like that, but I think he gonna have to be Cam Newton for Milton.
Wow. What do you need Cam Newton for? He got weapons.
Scissors and a gunfight. I mean, scissors are still considered weapons, but you know it's a gunfight. You know what I'm saying?
They got guns. Don't do that.
We watched the Buford.
They ain't coming out of 580.
Buford won 2013.
Who the running back? What's the running back name? What's the running back name?
I can't tell you the running back name.
Exactly. See what I'm saying, man? But you know who TJ Lester is. You know who
I know it's number 8. Number 8 was balling.
You know who TJ Lester is, the guy that had he probably had over 900 yards in the playoffs alone.
WG commit.
Yeah, you know who that is because you bringing guns to a gunfight in that situation. But right now, you working with some scissors. You're going to have to
They have more than just a running back, though, bro. They got tight ends. They got receivers. Come on, man.
What tight end?
Grant Holland.
You talking about the tight end who had less catches. He had less catches than games they played last year. I'm not worried about no third string tight end.
They have Ryan G and Ethan Barbour. Like, what y'all want that man to do?
You keep talking about somebody who is not proving himself.
It's early, bro. He's the number 1 tight end for a reason.
He has not proven himself. I don't care about none of that recruiting. We talking about having an impact on the field. We talking about real life. What impact do you have? All them stars with them nerds and them dweebs think about you. That's about size. That is about size. We talking about when you line it up. What is you gonna do? How you gonna help me win? How you gonna help me win?
Can we get
because right now you're not proving.
Can we get a Cash App link down here? Cash App link for the show. All donations is going to go towards getting my dog Julian to some of these campuses in which he's cooking up on this show. Shout out to Mays who he cooked up. Shout out to Dylan who he cooked up. We're going to take this money from the Cash App. We're going to send him on campus. We're going to mic him up. And we're going to get some great content from it, man.
All the money that goes to Cash App, I will personally donate that to a landlord. So he can have the rent can be paid up for a running back for Milton. They're moving that school zone.
They
That's what
got
we
a
gonna-
running back. Here you go, bro. They got a running back. Bro.
I asked you what's the running back name. You don't even know, and this your team.
That's one.
This
That's
your
not my team.
team.
bro.
How
That's
you
my
going?
team.
Look.
I know
Guys,
Milton well, bro. That's not my team.
I'm about to ask you a very valid question. Buford is a top-rated team in the country. How you gonna pick Milton to beat Buford, but you don't know who the running back is? The running back, one of the most central parts of the offense.
It's a running back. They got Jordan Carrasquillo. They got Aiden Williams.
Oh my God! You say it's a
It's not
running back. You're not
Graham.
acting like the running back is very important. They don't have Luke Mitchell no
Atchison
more.
can play. They got number 8.
Shout out to
His
Coach
name is
Reeves, man.
Atchison.
Shout out
He
to
You
can
Coach
play
picked the
football.
team to pick. You picked Milton to be the top 10
I
team
did.
in the country,
I
but you
did.
don't even know who the running back is after they
I
don't
didn't
play
know off the
3
top of my
games.
head. I didn't know. Off the
They
top of my
played
head.
3 games. You still don't know who the running back is, but yet you picked them to be the top 10 team in the
They
country.
played 2 games.
Obviously, they do not have no guns when it comes to walking in a gunfight. They got scissors.
Because
They're
I
That
don't know
shit
running
shut
back
it.
is.
This guy 73 yards per
It's
game.
your
right
fault,
That's
QB
what
Marcus.
I'm saying. Thank you, Bacon. Like he's been
QB
doing
Marcus,
his
it's your
thing.
fault.
Huh?
I'm just gonna blame QB Marcus just because I wanted to. It's not his fault.
Yeah, man, you got to put some respect on Milton, though, bro.
I ain't say nothing. I said Derek Baker is gonna have to be Cam Newton.
He is the leading rusher right now. No.
The quarterback is the leading rusher.
No. Excuse me. Let me go back to the team stats. The running back actually is the leading rusher total yard, but now keep in mind he's only played. Derek Baker's only played 1 game. It's 146 running back to Derek Baker 78 yards on 19 carries, 4 yards a tote to the running backs 3.8 yards. So you know what I'm saying, neck and neck.
You said 3.8.
3.8 per DB. 3.8 for Atchison and 4.1 for
You don't gotta
Derek
say no names. We ain't saying no names. They too young. You gotta be 18 to get
no
checked.
case.
You gotta be 18 to get mentioned on this show. But 3.8 yards per carry. That sounds like scissors to me. And a whole lot of paper.
Clip it. Send it over.
Arts and
Got
crafts,
another one,
baby.
No, he gonna get
Arts
clipped by
and
himself.
crafts.
He's a walking ticket, this guy.
Yeah, he is. All right, man.
I'm just
You
like,
gonna
let
get yourself in
be
the
for
World Cup,
real
bro.
now. Legend,
They don't
don't
got
tell
no
me
scissors.
about
They got
nobody.
guns. You
Look,
tripping?
They played 3 games. They played 3 games.
Two.
You ain't seen nothing spectacular out them
They
3
played two.
games. You talking
played
about a
2.
whole bunch of guys who are unproven, who did not play last year, and they have yet to prove themselves this year. They
It's
best
early.
probably the most lethal offensive threat they got is a transfer from Chattahoochee. And nobody knows how to pronounce his name. EB. He just got offered by Georgia State probably about a week or 2
EB
ago.
Bailey, bro. It's not hard to pronounce his name. EB
No,
Bailey.
that's not pronounce his name.
EB Bailey. That's his name.
That's not his name. You saying EB? What do EB stand for?
I don't know. I don't know.
Go look it up because the second letter after the E is a W. Don't nobody know how to pronounce that boy name. That's why he say EB. That's probably the most lethal threat they got on their offense. He just came from somewhere else. Do not talk to me about no stars. Talk to me about people who make an impact, who make a difference, who help people win games. I do not care about no stars. Nobody cares about stars because that got everything to do with your genetics. Is your mama and your daddy tall? Is your grandmama tall? 4 stars.
Hey, bro.
You what? You just committed to who? You just committed to who? And you didn't play your whole junior year? 4 stars.
Shout
You played JV in 11th grade, but now you at 3 stars. We don't care about no stars, brother. I can bring up so many cases where you got players who are not. UAB got a corner. Go look it up on their roster, 6'3". He got his spot took his junior year. He came back his senior year, got his spot took again. Came back in the All-Star game. I've never seen this. Got his spot took in the All-Star game. We put the running back at corner. That boy was bad. UAB 6'3". Your mama and your daddy tall? 3 stars. You get 3 of them boys. Oh yeah, you tall. We like you. Talk to us about people who make plays. When I turn on that highlight, I'm like, oh my God. When I come to the game, I'm like, oh my God. If I come to the game and I'm an IMG coach, or I'm a coach that's at a city school, when I watch you play, or not even you, when I look at the game, do I feel compelled after the game to come up to you and say, you can come over here? It's just a little out of district tuition. You got to pay a little $500 a semester. We're gonna pay that.
Easy. Wait.
We're gonna pay them. Cause when I look at Nigel Newkirk, hey,
That's a dog.
Hey, brother, I get you come to Gainesville. That little out of state tuition, little out of district tuition. We gonna take care of that. We're gonna find you a place to stay. Cause we like what you do on the field. Who's saying that about them boys at Milton?
Milton is the
Nobody. Nobody.
We follow
I love
all
my chair.
DHSA rules
I
here,
just
by
left
the way.
my
on the show.
chair.
We follow all rules.
Yeah,
No
say it
I
again.
left
influence
my
benefits.
chair.
Say it
I
again.
left my
SB.
chair. I went to go find somebody who was gonna tell me the answer. Nobody did not have the answer. I came back, sat down in the chair, and nobody here still has the answer. The answer is nobody.
Milton is not a school that you leave though.
Good developmental program.
It's the
I
developmental
ain't say that.
program.
I
You
ain't say
go
that.
there to go ball.
I didn't say that. I said if I'm from a city school or a school like AMG and I go watch a Milton game, who on Milton offense is making me feel compelled to speak to them after the game, saying, you know what, you come over here.
They don't want to go over there though.
Landon
Who
G.
is making me say that to them though?
Landon G.
Yeah.
What's that boy name? That plays safety. He got like two of the top players like combined is his name. Is TJ Lester, Tristan Lester. It's Tristan Lester. Because I was thinking about Tristan the receiver and Lester. Tristan Lester. When I watched that game, I say Tristan Lester. Hey man, you come over here. I'll pay you a little tuition. I got you a house. Now run fit. How you come up and hit them boys in the mouth? How you come up and force? How you spill? How you play the ball in the air? I like that right there. I want you on my team. But when I look
We
at the
follow
offense,
GHSA rules here on the show. We follow all rules.
Hey, man.
We don't want no problems with nobody.
we talking about out of state
Things by
teams.
the letter of the law.
100%.
But when I
He's just
look at
athletic.
the offense, other than that offensive lineman who is a ninth grader, who makes me say that?
Keelan Wansley.
Who is that?
Yeah, exactly. Do your homework. Do your research.
No, I
Get
got.
your donation fund.
I've seen them three. Who is that? What position he play?
He's a sophomore. He plays safety. He
I
had
said
a
on
pick against
offense.
Buford.
I
What'd you
said
say
on
his name
offense.
was?
You said a player. You said a player. I'm giving you a player.
No. I said on offense. I said on defense, Tristan Lester, but on offense, other than the tackle, who made me say, yeah, I want him to come over here?
Derek Baker.
Hmm.
You gonna deny that?
When they played Buford, what was his touchdown to interception ratio?
Now we're talking about touchdown to interception ratio. We're not gonna talk about when he went head to head against Tyler Green.
When you
right?
complete under 50% of your passes, you throw 3 picks,
and he threw two.
and you coming from a school where you had 55 career attempts. I'm not about to come up to you after the game because you still unproven. That is a fact. You can't argue with that. He got less than 100 career passing attempts.
He didn't play at St. Thomas Aquinas. Do you not see what St. Thomas Aquinas has?
That's I don't care. That's besides when you try to make excuses. I'm talking about facts. He unproven. So the answer is nobody. The answer is nobody. Now that freshman, I don't know. He keep winning them games, but hey, you don't want to sit behind Derek Baker your whole high school career, do you? You want to start as a sophomore? Come over here. Yeah. Come over here to Cambridge. We ain't that far down the road.
They have quarterbacks.
Yeah, they seniors.
They have quarterbacks. We're going to leave it there, man. This man went on a whole tangent, man. Like Trajan Batty said, I don't know why he's doing all that yelling. He's trying to get his point across. You know what I'm saying? Man went on a whole little tangent.
Your name is Trojan, like the condom.
Hey, clip that. I'm not even gonna ask for context, bro. You got it.
Hey, bro.
Winning by 85 South.
I can't, man. Let's
got
hit
them Milton fans tuning in, man. You know he covered them. Let's hit these week 3
matchups, man. This man wilding. Let's hit these week 3 matchups, man. All right, go ahead. Take us away, QB. This man, Julian.
Oh, before we go, I do want to say, I believe in Derek Baker now.
Oh,
I just think he going. That's why I said he gonna have to be Cam Newton. I wouldn't say that about it unless you that guy. But let's go.
Gotta be on Cam Newton. But go ahead, QB, take it away, bro.
Once again, these Thursday games are terrible again. So I mean, we can talk about it if y'all want, but
nah, we good.
I'm a lead into it though. It's just the best one on here. Accordingly, is Southwest DeKalb versus Chambly. I know I talked about Southwest DeKalb 2 weeks ago. Maybe that was last week or 2 weeks ago. About their offense and pertaining into hard to score points. I feel like this game they will finally score more than 14 points this game versus Chambly. I actually, one thing I do like, I actually like the Chambly team. Braden Doss, Jazz Lewis. They got some players, but it just won't be enough to stop Jordan Christie. I feel like this is going to be his breakout game versus Chambly. I feel like Chambly don't have no chance really, so I got to go Southwest DeKalb, probably 35-0.
What do you like about Chambly specifically, QB? Talk to me, man.
Nothing.
So the thing is, I feel like the schedule that they have, the schedule that they have is it doesn't match with the type of all-around team that they have, if that makes sense. But they actually have young rising players.
And a great head coach.
Yeah, that too. And Ed Reed as the coordinator. But it's just some things that they can't pretty much handle on the non-region schedule. But don't get me wrong, they play some mediocre teams in their region: Arabian Mountain, Shallow. Who else?
Are you taking Chambly over Arabian Mountain right now?
Yeah, Tri-Cities.
No, I'm not. I think Arabian Mountain can beat Chambly. But what I'm saying is, for the talent level they have is not matching, with what's on their schedule. Basically, what I'm saying.
Anybody else have a comment on Thursday games? Y'all want me to keep it moving?
I think Chambly can go 4-6 this year. They can beat Arabian Mountain, Tri-Cities, Lakeside, and Shallow. All the rest of them games are automatic L's. Yeah. I don't know what the
I don't think they could beat.
I don't think they beat Shallow this year either.
Mm-hmm. I like.
I don't think. Yeah, they.
No, they
Shallow
didn't
beat
beat
last
year.
year.
Yeah, it was a close game.
Shallow was winless. I was at that game.
It was a close game.
I don't.
Very athletic
This game gonna be a
quarterback.
blowout.
Braden Doss, young pieces, solid running back, but trenches and defense, they don't got it, dog. 4-6, I think you're being kind. Sorry. Shout out to everybody in Chambly that I rock with, but nah, dog.
But the games, when you look at like Tri-Cities, Lakeside, Shallow, these are like they losing these games within 4 points. So it's like that game could have went.
Lakeside.
Those games could have went either way.
Fun fact about Lakeside, they've been scoring 30 points in the last 2 weeks. So, plus who they play, Chambly probably ain't gonna beat Lakeside. So it's gonna be kind of shaky, man. It's gonna be shaky, but Southwest DeKalb all the way, man.
All right.
Damn, Lakeside put up 27 against St. Pius. Oh snap!
All right, so with this one, with these games, of course, man, it's a lot to pick from. Really, that stand out to me. I want to go. Collins Hill's been through a lot. I know we talked about him, but I just want to talk about this specifically because this will be their first win of the season, going against City Grove. I feel like Makai Cross is going to be his breakout game. Don't get me wrong. Collins Hills, they're gonna stamp this. They're gonna score 40+ points in this game. I guarantee they will. City Grove is absolutely terrible. Collins Hills will get it done. Shout out to Rambo. Shout out to Coach Jones. Shout out to everybody on that. Maddox Henderson. Go get your first win this week.
Hey, Marcus, 40 ball is crazy.
Oh, they're gonna score 40. They got a raid.
The quarterback.
Collins Hills.
City Grove.
Go ahead, you.
At the quarterback at Cedar Grove, Brandon. Put on our 7-0-17. You know I love you, boy. And I know your daddy listening to this. And I know he love you. I want you to stay at home when y'all play Collins Hill. That boy Webb, that boy Gerald, those some big old boys. I do not want to see these people bear hugging you and lifting you up 4-5 feet in the air. You ain't that tall to begin with. I don't want to see you get hurt, Brandon. I love you. Stay at home.
That's a little harsh.
That ain't harsh. That boy going to LSU. The other one going to Purdue. Let's not do that to Brandon. What's the next game?
Anybody else on this slate?
Let's not talk about that. I don't want to talk about it no more.
I think Brookwood
Brookwood
South Gwinnett stands out to me. I think that's a pretty good game. I know everybody's gonna go with Brookwood, Braden Tyson. They got Julian Elzy. They can run the ball. Got Bryce Green as well. Pretty good receiving core. Solid defense. I think South Gwinnett is better than people think. So like that one, I'm gonna go upset. I go South Gwinnett with upset win over Brookwood. Not that Brookwood can't play. They got a great head coach in Chad Nybert. Phenomenal team. I just think South Gwinnett's going to show they're a little bit better than people think. Got better athletes, really good quarterback, solid defense. I think South Gwinnett surprised some people in that game.
With Brookwood, you already know they got that child eater back there at running back. So it is what it is. He's going to have a great game. He might rush for 200. You can't do nothing about it. He's like 230, 240 pounds, and he might be the fastest guy on the field. You just got to deal with that. Now, when it comes to defense for Brookwood, I don't know, because South Gwinnett offense kind of concerned me. You just played touchdown, you know what I'm saying, 30-0, but 2 of them touchdowns came from defense, which means if I'm doing my math correctly, the offense only scored 2 times against touchdowns. Very concerning. Very, very concerning. I don't know who's going to win this game, but I'm going to go with South Gwinnett because I like the quarterback. Shout out to CJ Peoples. And I like their receiver over there, Jaden Juniors.
Is Gary Chapman playing this game? He didn't play last game. They put Will Harrigan at quarterback, and he balled out at quarterback. So I'm not sure if SB.
Gary's not playing.
Any updates on that?
Gary's not playing. He'll be out another couple weeks. I just spoke to G, but man, Brookwood by multiple scores, bro. It's not going to be talking about you. What are we doing, bro? It's not playing politics. Right? What are we doing here, bro? It's a battle in Snellville, man. Brookwood run that, bro. Brookwood run Snellville, man. Stop it, bro. What are we doing?
He runs Snellville.
It's okay. I'm going upset.
I'm going upset. What are we doing, man? Politics.
What are we doing, man? I feel like we were keeping it a beat. Now we're trying to be nice, man. We don't got time for that. Every other show be nice. We don't have time for that. No. Brookwood got multiple scores, man. Shout out to the Broncos, man. Broncos country, let's ride.
I can't. Who you got, Bacon?
I'm gonna ride with Brookwood, man. That was a valid point. The offense has been struggling out there in South Gwinnett, and Brookwood offense looks a lot more formidable, and we know that defense is gonna do so. I'm saying I'm gonna second that motion, SB.
I want y'all to do me a favor and look at the South Gwinnett schedule since Coach Lamar's been there. It's the same thing every year. It's rinse and repeat. Boys start off a couple wins in the season, 3-4-0, get nobody. When the smoke comes, boom, they don't even get 5
Chill out.
Make the playoffs. Tell y'all what it is, man. Shout out to Coach Lamar. Tons of success to Tucker. Broncos by multiple.
Look what you just started, Jew. Look what you just started.
I mean, fun fact, South Gwinnett hasn't won over 8 games since Brian Lamar has been there. So it's like,
they are in the tough region now. So almost, and they do have winning seasons. They consistently win. They are in a tough region.
Yeah.
They got what? Grayson, Newton, and who else? Is Brookwood the
Let me
region?
ask y'all a question, man.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all a question. Because this is what this comes down to. I really trust you guys' judgment. My man QB Marcus just mentioned Gary Chapman. That's my dog. What cluster does he live in? South Gwinnett. My other man named Julian Elzy. What cluster does he live in? South Gwinnett.
That's tough.
Y'all want me to keep going? I can
Yes.
say half that roster South Gwinnett kid. And there's a reason they're going over to the good side. Excuse me, to the other side of town. We gotta do better, y'all, man. So Broncos by multiple scores. What are we doing, bro?
Hey man, I just got a text message. Somebody said they going over there because the founder of Airbnb went there and bought all them kids them iPads. They trying to go get an iPad, man.
Oh, next clip. Next stop.
I'm trying to go get an
Marcus,
iPad too.
What you got?
Hey, since you put it like that, I'm trying to go get my iPad.
Y'all is hell, bro.
Next slide, man.
I got you. Niggas hell.
Y'all are stupid. Y'all are stupid. Damn,
Central Gwinnett and Lowndes.
Yeah, go ahead and do Lowndes. That dub got them by 40.
We already.
Those losses build character.
God, I don't know where to start at, really. But overall, oof. I'll go Duluth and Shiloh. All right. Shiloh, they 0-2. Duluth 1-0, of course. I feel like Duluth is that sneaky team in Gwinnett County when it comes to it, man. Shiloh, they lost, to Brookwood, of course, man. I think Duluth comes with this one in this game, very strong, coming off a good win. I gotta go, with Duluth. Ooh, this Shiloh's defense, which is funny. They're 0-2, but they haven't been gotten blown out. That one thing I can say. So I gotta go. Ooh, this is gonna be a tricky one. I got Duluth 25-14. Shout out to John Wilson at quarterback at Shiloh. Don't sleep on the Shiloh team. They will be a playoff team. They will be a playoff team within that region. They will make the playoffs, but I gotta go with Coach B. Mill and Cam Thomas over there at Duluth, 25-14.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Duluth.
You froze, Drew, by the way.
My camera froze. You can still hear me though, right?
Your camera froze. Yeah. I can hear you. Your camera froze.
Yeah, my camera probably scared. You're gonna talk about Milton again. That's probably why it's frozen. But I'm gonna go with Duluth. 17-14 is gonna be a close one. The quarterback over there, John Wilson. I hope you're listening to this. Hope your parents listening to this. Now, what can I do to make it right, man? Season ain't over. I know you got some family members that stay in Carver District. Go ahead and sign them cussing papers. Come home, man. Come home. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Duluth. I think Shiloh still gotta. It's gonna take some more games for them to really put it together. Yeah. 17-14.
I'm gonna go.
Can I do this? Can I go? Please.
Oh, go ahead.
Please. Tag me in.
If you gonna go hard.
Duluth by multiple score. What are we talking about here? Hey, look. Shamar Banner, quarterback at Duluth.
Don't stop now, dog.
He was
I'm on the soapbox. Shamar Banner gonna go for 250 passing this game, probably another 70 on the ground. I don't see. I mean, I understand Shiloh has had some decent defensive performances, but they haven't played necessarily a tough competition just yet, man. We need to look at Shiloh's record. We need to start having some conversations about Shiloh. We've had the same staff for the most part there for a while. We gotta start having some conversations. Duluth by multiple scores, too much talent. Shout out to Latrey Films. Shout out to Landon. Shout out to Shamar. I would like them even more if they had Peyton Dyer. Does anybody know where Peyton Dyer is? Don't worry about it. Ask me later. Duluth by multiple scores.
Okay, it's later. Where is Peyton Dyer?
Facts. You just throw a bombshell and say he's not there no more? Like, what?
I don't know where he's at. I was just asking somebody this morning. Marcus might know.
Somebody told me he beat somebody up or something like that. I don't know.
I seen him in warm-up pictures. I mean, I don't know. So, but Duluth all the way. So.
All right, Bacon, real quick.
Hey, hold on. The quarterback for Duluth. Where was he last year?
Last year he was at South.
He was at who?
Oh, he was at South Gwinnett. Yeah, he was.
That's the kid that came up. He came up to him and his dad introduced himself to you during that Southwest DeKalb Hebron spring game. I don't know if you remember that kid. Real tall, strong-looking kid. Say what up to y'all boys on the side. I know he definitely said something to you, Marcus, because his dad.
Yeah,
some type of way.
Damn, brother.
What? Some type of way.
Yeah, he felt some type of way that you really wasn't showing his brother no love. His brother's starting safety at Missouri right now.
On the post now.
Sure, Marcus, man. You're a polarizing figure, man. Keep doing what you do.
Why you ain't go to Brookwood? If he gonna leave South Gwinnett, why ain't go to Brookwood and get you an iPad?
Next topic.
Hey, A's on the cloud. Welcome to the Bagel Dive.
All right, so I gotta go. Kel and Sequoia. This game is going to be outstanding. I don't think a lot of people know, but I got to go with Sequoia in this one. Kobe Martin, quarterback at Sequoia. Will running the ball. I got them defeating Kel. I feel like Kel is too soft. They're too soft coming into games. They're soft. Who won last year? Sequoia won. Yeah, I got to go back.
You just call it Kel.
No. Hold on, no. Sequoia.
Put him on full screen.
Full screen. Okay. Sequoia is going to beat Kel. Kel defensively is very, very, very soft. Sequoia is going to run the ball. They're going to throw the ball, and they're going to win. I got Sequoia 40.
I'm loving this energy.
25.
Damn.
Hype me up.
Somebody send this Coach Chaz, man. Get them boys.
Hey, man, y'all boys are tripping.
Hey, that's not the only person I've heard that said their defense is soft. Marcus.
Hey, you ain't the only one, brother.
Defense is soft.
Send it to Coach Chaz.
Not soft. Y'all
he
tripping.
said it, not me, but I heard it too. He said
hey, man.
Upset.
Yeah.
Huggins Films, everybody that does media for them, get at QB Marcus. This is the clip you want to start that thing off. If you had
I like Huggins, man. I like Huggins. He's doing a good job. But I'm a Sequoia fan, man. Let's go Sequoia.
Hope you prepare, Will, over there at Sequoia.
I ain't gonna lie.
You're going to get that about 30 times on the ground.
Yeah, dog.
You gotta come out there and throw the ball on nobody at Kel. They're going to lock it up. We got the P4 secondary. This is the most well-rounded secondary in the nation. And if you disagree, don't argue with your mama. Argue with the person that said it. You got Joel Combe at Tennessee. You got number 3. He committed to Missouri. You got number 7. Shoot, his offense is all over the place right now. You got Kamani Adams. He don't even start. He rotate guys. He got tons of offers. Tons. All P4. Jalen Williams.
They do a great job of getting offers there at Kel. They do a fantastic job.
Jalen Williams, who one of the top nickels in the country, committed to Arizona State. You can't throw the ball on him. They got Braden Rouse. They got who is number 1? Oh my God.
Offense or defense?
Defense. That linebacker with the neck pad that he banged his head against the wall before the game. Woo.
Oh, you mean the Pilgrim?
Man, that boy is a dog. He ain't going for nothing. Hey, I'm gonna go with Kel. They lost last year. I'm gonna go with Kel. Mooney Gibson, Quintarius Gibson, please, show out for me. 24-21.
Okay. I'm gonna go Kel, but let me get some love to Sequoia. They got a really good team, so I do agree with QB Marcus. Will Reject is a dog. Y'all gonna see why in this game. I mean, he's one of the best in the state. Nobody talks about him enough.
1,600 rushing yards, 500 receiving.
Yeah, he's a dog. He one of the best in the state. So I'm excited to see him. But yeah, QB Marcus is tripping. Kel ain't soft. Kel got a lot going, man. They don't play around. I mean, you gotta go check him out, QB. One of your little spring trips or something. This team is not last year's team, right? They got a linebacker that's going to Tennessee too that you didn't mention, Drew, and Braden Rouse. That's one of the
Braden Rouse.
No, you didn't. That's one of the best athletes in the country. You know what I'm saying?
But who does?
Put himself on full screen.
You got Nathan the Godman too. I want to see him get some more touches. I got Kel winning this game. All right. Kel gonna be able to score the points and they're gonna be able to defend. All right. I got Kel winning 41-28. Y'all got to put some respect on Kel. All right. Put some respect on May. What y'all got going
Kel
on?
doesn't play. They haven't played anybody in the first 2 games. South Paulding and Alpharetta. That's not competition.
They got BT coming up. They play BT in a few weeks. They play people.
They blew them out how they were supposed to, though.
Alpharetta. Are you serious? So we're gonna sit here and say Alpharetta and South Paulding are really good teams to at least to attempt to beat Kel.
I didn't
They
say
blew
that.
'em
I
out.
said coming up. BT. That's a team. Y'all can say what y'all want. That's
This
a
is
4A
this is
contender.
horrible. Sequoia's going to win. I'll sadly
You're
say
getting
if
clipped.
I'm wrong. But I
Yeah,
just
you're getting
Kel
clipped.
doesn't play anybody.
Nah.
Once they play competition, they can't beat nobody.
Mark, we gotta
Now-
make it a little more interesting than that. If you're wrong,
I can't
it ain't
see
just
you,
you're wrong.
Julian.
Hey,
I can't see you.
hey, if you're wrong, somebody owes somebody something, a little something.
I'm not doing push-ups, man.
You gotta
Ain't doing
look, the loser between Najeh and Mark, y'all gotta come back on the show next week and you gotta read out an apology letter to the other team. And you gotta don't do
like
that.
that.
You gotta handwrite that thing. And you
I
gotta
like
hold
that.
the letter
Yeah, I
up
like
to the
that.
camera so we can see your raggedy handwriting. With
do it.
pencil pen, preferably. I prefer you write the letter with a crayon.
This dude. Alexa, stop.
And then I want you to read it out. So that's a bet.
I don't got no
I guess.
crayons, bro.
Yeah, I don't got no crayons though, Jude.
Like,
So
come on, bro.
I got the crayons. I
Crayon.
stop by Dollar Tree. I send it to you.
I can't with him. Go ahead, Bacon, real quick.
You know I'm on with Kel, man. You know what I'm saying? Defense is for real. I understand they got some good things. That's Sequoia, Will, Jackie. I believe they got a receiver too. I believe it was Will. Will is his first name, I believe. But I got to ride with Kel on this one, man. I'm sorry. And I'm looking forward to seeing who got that apology letter next week. I'll be front and center with my water and my popcorn.
Brooks
man,
Darling.
Sequoia, I'm really counting on y'all.
Brooks Darling is the receiver at Sequoia.
Darling. Yeah, Brooks Darling.
He returning as a senior.
All right, y'all. We got time for one more, man, and then I got to bring on my second guest, man. So hit the game.
All these games are terrible.
McNair in Midtown.
Not these games.
Okay. We got on here.
I mean, we want to say Douglas County and Newton. Douglas County is going to win.
Okay, y'all. Okay. All right, we ain't got to do that one. Okay.
What's the score prediction on that one?
Is this
I
one
mean, we
better?
can talk about the game. No, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. So, me personally, Douglas County is going to win. It's not going to be a blowout. But
24-17.
I feel like Newton, this is where they're going to get tested. They're going to get tested. They got one of the most powerful backfields in the state. Don't get me wrong. Hercules, Kevin Hartsfield. But
Yes,
I
sir.
got to go with Douglas County. Douglas County defense is like that. So, Deron Benson, got to put on your big boy pants and try to get
Hand
it
the ball
done.
off to Kevin Hartsfield.
But the thing is, Douglas County can't stop Mike Johnson, Rakeith Kelly, Marcus Lindsay. They're going to run the ball at Newton. They're not going to pass the ball. Newton's not going to throw the ball. They're going to run the ball. So the better defense going to win the game. Got to go with Douglas County, 24-7.
All right, go ahead, Drew.
Got Darius White in the backfield. You know what they call him? You know what his nickname is?
Hercules.
Hercules. You got Kevin Hartsfield, big fat boy, but he faster than everybody on the field. Little 10th grader, 15 years old, probably running 4.4 at 215 pounds. You got Lumpkin. So you got a three-headed monster back there. You got the big Covington line, country fed, grandma's cooking, everybody 300 plus pounds. I see the overlap on your elbows. That's how I know you've been eating real good. I think Douglas County linebackers, Dice, he gonna have to show me something. Because when one running back coming out, another one coming in, they coming right at your ass. They putting they top of their helmet in your chin strap. I think Douglas County is gonna have a difficult time stopping the run, even though that's all they got to do. Newton is not gonna throw the ball. I think Newton might score 21 points. Now with Douglas County on offense, it's gonna depend on how healthy Mike Johnson is. I don't know if he can really run for real yet. I don't know how banged up he is off of injury. He didn't really have to do too much against Jonesboro, and I see they didn't throw the ball that much. You got AG on the outside. You got Rakeith Kelly on the outside, and you got him in the backfield. I think they can put up 28 points. I got DC 28-21, but I don't think it's just going to be a convincing win. You ain't about to come out here and just handle Newton because them players ain't going for that. It's going to be a close game. I still got DC 28-21.
All right, go ahead, Bacon.
24-17 Douglas. What is Mike out with? Or what is he hurt with? It's a leg injury, ankle injury,
Hamstring. Oh, the hamstring against North Gwinnett.
That's tough. Yeah, I'm like I said, I like DC 24-17, man. Good, respectable game, but just DC, they just got too much.
All right, you got a prediction real quick as we probably let you get out of here, man.
Yeah, I got DC. I'll tell you 21-7. Maybe close game, maybe late score. Make it 21-7. But yeah, 300 Monster is serious, and they got something cooking down there in Newton, but it ain't gonna be enough on Friday night.
There you have it. I'm gonna mirror y'all same sentiment. I'm gonna go Douglas County 31-17, man, with the dub.
Najeh, can you click that right arrow just 2 times?
Yeah, right. 3 times. What?
Two times.
Oh,
For the post. Other one on the post.
On the actual post. That's the end of it? Mm-hmm. Oh, right there. You see that at the very bottom, that Saturday game?
Yo, you going?
I just want a quick score prediction from everybody.
Yeah.
Them boys at Creekside, the dads in the group chat, because I know every single one of y'all asses is listening to this. Y'all is sounding real delulu right now. So I just want to get a score prediction from everybody on here, and I'm going to go last. To bring them back to reality.
I'm gonna go DeSoto 38-24.
38-24.
Or Julian.
I really don't know, man. So let's go 42-21.
Mark?
No comment. No comment, bro.
Last year, it was 7.
Trying to get me in trouble with rants.
Trent told me, we were missing 8 starters. Alex told me we were missing some starters. A lot of people told me they were missing some starters. But at some point, DeSoto did not have 8 starters in the game. You could not score, and you could not stop them from scoring. So that was the JV. The JV, the varsity now. And they coming over here with the oh, this them on the plane. What the hell? They got belts falling from the plane. Oh, let me close my door. Gotta make sure I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? They coming over here with belts. I'm gonna take DeSoto 48-6. Because Creekside can't get field goals. No extra points. 48-6.
All right, man. Well, fellas, as always, man, I appreciate y'all boys coming on, talking the high school ball with me, man. Y'all do an excellent job. Y'all make this show fun and entertaining. So, fellas, y'all enjoy y'all night. We'll have some of these clips out because y'all boys was talking crazy. But nonetheless, man, y'all enjoy y'all Monday night. And we gonna see y'all boys next week at 6:45, man.
Yep, next Monday, make sure to have your apology letters. Kale and Sequoia. One of y'all.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah.
Drop in salt.
Hey, Jude was hilarious, bro.
Straight clown, bro. A straight clown, bro. ISB, man. Hey, look, real quick. I know you driving, man. Make sure you hop on Saturday, man. It's gonna be at 11. I'm gonna text you the link and I'm gonna Instagram it to you.
Hell yeah, let's do that. I can't wait.
Bad,
Much
man.
love, brother.
Fun, brother. Much love, man. And I know you was with the kiddos, man, but appreciate you coming on.
No doubt, bro. See y'all later.
Yes, sir. All right, man. I think we're ready for my guy Around the Way Sports to come on the show, man. My apologies, brother. We got a pod going, man. People is tapped in, and it's hard to get a whole panel on here, man. So, but we're excited to have y'all on, man. So let's welcome them on. It's popping.
What's up, my guy? How y'all doing? How you doing?
Doing good, bro. How's everything going?
Hey, man, it's a busy day, man. It's a busy day. It's always busy around the way sports, man.
I'm telling you, man. Sure, man. And for those that don't know you Around the Way, man, just talk a little about your brand, man. Just talk about the things y'all do, man. We want to highlight y'all and all the great things y'all do. I know y'all not just here locally in Georgia. Y'all are all over the country. So just highlight some of the stuff that you guys be doing.
Actually, we are local. we're located in Griffin, Georgia, so we haven't got out to state yet with it. We just basically interview local athletes. 5 stars, yeah, 4 stars, cool. Even the 0 stars, everybody deserves an interview at the end of the day because you never know, that 0 star could turn out to be a 5-star athlete in a couple years from now. Really just give any athlete who can a chance. We do talk about sports, not just high school. We do NFL talks, NBA. We do our own streams. We currently on a touchdown tour 2025 right now, so we are in the middle of a tour season. So it's been really busy. We just try to make it out. That's it. Enjoy what we do.
For sure. And then how many people, because I remember I met you at Cortez's commitment. It was about probably like 3 or 4 of you guys. So how many people are part of the team?
It's 4 of us. 4 total.
Okay. Got you. 4 total. So in terms of just how does it all come together, man? Like who's responsible for the producing? Who's responsible for putting y'all content out? Who's responsible for y'all doing the live shows? Like, how do you delegate all those tasks?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I'm a networker. I'll let you speak. It's just good time to speak. My bad. Go ahead.
No, you're good, man. Leaders lead. He's the A1 networker, man. He answers like 99.9% of the DMs. So if you got a DM from the Around the Way Sports Talk page, it most likely came from this man right here. Howard does a lot of our thumbnails and posters and things of that nature. I do a lot of the short reels. They call me the brain of the operation. I didn't give myself that time. Okay, not to be conceited. And then Kaya, she kind of helps keep everything afloat. She's like a point guard in a way. She helps get the offense running.
All right. And then, so tell me a little bit, man, how did this idea start? I know you said you wanted to highlight local athletes and not just the highly ranked ones, but the lower athletes as well. But what sparked the idea for you to say, hey, man, I want to do this?
It was crazy because it was actually me and Howard, which is actually my brother. We was on the phone and we was like, hey, bro, let's do sports. We talk about sports 24/7. We talk on the phone 6-7 hours talking about sports. I've known JJ since, we was in 5th grade together. We've known each other literally our whole lives. We just like sports. And I was like, I know he likes sports too. I was like, let's just try it and see where it goes. And we tried it 2 years ago, been 2 years in July. And it's just been better. For year 1 was a little rough, but after year 1, it definitely started taking off from there.
Got you. So tell me about some of the athletes you've been able to interview so far, man.
We actually interviewed Kamari Dorsey, number 1 safety in the 2027 class out of Hampton High. We do Mr. Football, SLA, Tim Sims out of Lovejoy, Chad Fairchild out of Lovejoy, Guy out of Pike County. I know that's not a familiar name. A lot of local athletes we've done really well with. I just try to reach out, and the thing is, I'm either going to get a yes or a no. We've also interviewed Justin Murphy out of North Clayton, the highly recruited quarterback in that class. We really DM it. My thing is, I'm either going to get denied or I'm going to get a yes. It is what it is. I ain't going to lie to you.
100%. So you mentioned you do NFL. Do you guys also do college?
Yeah, we do college. Definitely college.
Okay, so week 1 is here, man. What's y'all quick thoughts on it?
Hey, football's back that time of year. That's always the best time of year. But in our podcast, we have 4 different teams. None of us like the same team, so that makes it fun. Put the podcast together and makes it competition. He's a Georgia fan. I'm a Gators, regardless if we go 13-0. Kaya's an LSU fan. Howard's a Tennessee fan. So it's we have that competition and we all play each other every year. So we go at it. We try to get the podcast cordial. We try not to go and we'll be behind the camera with football. We definitely got to be behind football.
A lot of banter, especially with Bailey, obviously the Georgia, Florida.
Okay.
I'm actually going to the game Saturday. So in the Georgia season with Marshall.
Oh, okay. So you're going this Saturday to Georgia versus Marshall.
Yeah, I'm going Saturday. I just got the tickets today. Excited to go pregame.
That'll be fun. Okay, nice, man. Y'all play fantasy football.
You went in and out. What you say, bro?
I said, do y'all play fantasy football?
Oh yeah, we got our own fantasy football league. We actually in-person draft with a bunch of
Hold on. Was that coming through funky too, Bacon, or was it?
Yeah, it's coming through on my end. Kind of funky too, bro.
Okay. Was it coming from my end or like their side?
I think yeah, I don't hear it anymore, so it's gotta be their side.
All right, let's try now. All right, try it again. Sorry, y'all had cut out, man.
We have our own fantasy football league as well. We had our fantasy draft. In-person fantasy draft. Mother, y'all hear me?
Yeah, y'all kind of going in and out, a little staticky, man. I'm not sure why. Y'all might have to try to leave and come back. Sometimes it does that. Y'all right now, y'all frozen. Let me text him in the private. Tell him to leave and come back.
All right.
And rejoin link. Yeah. Sorry about that, Bacon.
All good, man. All good.
The brothers wanted to come on the show, man. So I was like, I gotta bring them on, man. Like I said, the show then became a little bit of a hit, man. People being like, hey, can I come on the show? So.
That's big, man. The show doing what it needs to do, man. I got some good insight, though, man. I was gonna ask them I could get some of it, just how they kind of all banded together, who delegated the task. I know they were talking about it a little bit, but they got a point guard, and I'm saying their whole starting five over there. Sound like what a bench player. So I think team.
Huh? No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, working as a team, man, it takes you a long way. Everybody knowing their role, that's big, man. Everybody can't be Shaq. Everybody can't be Kobe. Somebody got to be Rick Fox. Somebody got to be
Y'all have been clowning all night. Somebody got to be Rick Fox.
I don't know what happened, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's a lot better though.
Yeah, we can kind of hear y'all now.
That was weird.
Yeah, I don't know why I did.
We have our own fantasy football league. We had our draft yesterday. We have our in-person draft this Sunday where we actually draft one player from each team. We pick O-line, D-line, kicker. We pick everything.
Right. It gets intense, and not to brag, I am the defending champ from last year. But let's say you're picking a Philadelphia Eagles player. If you draft
Might be our bandwidth, bro. Might be time.
Me bandwidth. What did you type?
What, Jay?
I don't know why it's doing that.
Yeah, facts. Let me go. No.
Are y'all hear us now?
Yeah. Oh. I don't know what's going on, y'all. Y'all forgive me, man. We just trying to get this interview. I don't know why it's doing that. But they're gonna rejoin, man. Like I said, trying to tell a story. Appreciate y'all tuning in as always. See if we can get them back, man. It's been a little shaky, man. Okay, here's Bacon. He's back. All right. Hello.
Yeah, I hear you, brother.
All right.
I was just make sure it wasn't me.
Mm-hmm. can remove that. Might be too many destinations. All right, let's see now. All right.
Let's try this again.
Yeah, sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on.
Excuse me. All right, y'all can hear us?
Yes.
All right, good. But yeah, so we do have a fantasy draft that we do. You know, we draft one player from each team. So we draft like Darius Slade, Jalen Ramsey, like TJ Watt, like we pick it per position.
Wow. What app y'all use, man?
In person.
We old fashioned.
Nope. We going old fashioned.
Oh,
Gotta do it by hand.
Yeah, we do it by hand.
Yeah. We do something like every year to determine the order, so that'll be fun. That'll be interesting.
Coach, does a champion get to pick the order, or does he pick last?
Now we draw numbers out the hat.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I go to class. All right, that took me back. That took me back to the playground days. Go to the stick.
Go ahead, Bacon. I'll let you jump in.
Yeah, man. I wanted to ask y'all, man. Like, I probably said it before, but I think I missed it. Just, I know y'all talked on the phone for hours, and eventually came into what it is now. But how did everybody have buy into the system and just speak to the importance of teamwork when putting together a big production like y'all do?
Yeah, we definitely lacked on that at first. I think that was one of our biggest downfalls with one, getting out content on time, you know, not dropping it 3 weeks late. If we drop in week 1 pick'ems for football, we shouldn't be dropping it week 6. You know, it should be out within a couple of days. I think we lacked at that. Basically, I was like, look, if we wanted to make it happen, we don't really care about the money. Like I said, we all got jobs. It is what it is. We do it for fun. So I'm not begging you. I don't want $5 from it. I don't really care. I mean, eventually I do want money, but right now I'm just trying to build it. But we just stick together. You know, this is guys I've known. Kaya is actually my girlfriend / baby mama. Got a kid on the way, so, you know, shout out to that. But
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. JJ, like I said, I was in the 5th grade with him. Howard, I've known him since I was 11. So we've all been in this for a while. You know, this is just something that we built over time. And was like, hey, we want to make it happen. Let's make it happen. I know JJ is not much of a social butterfly. I'm the DM. I taught everybody, like I said, I'm either going to get denied or I'm like, yeah, let's do it. You know, I don't really care. With him, I kind of had to branch him out. I was like, hey, man, come on. You know, formations, like, you know, bench players, you know, everybody in football, like football guru, that's what I call them. So I'm like, you know, let's put the talent to use, you know, let's make these fans, you know, followers, whatever, you know, be like, wow, hold on, they really know their thing. And then we tried to sit at home and do strings, you know, behind the, you know, couch, you know, just with the camera. It really wasn't working. So I saw it. I was like, you know, let's try going out to schools, do some interviews. And we actually started with Pike County first. I know that's not a really local, I mean, it's a local high school to us, but not a very familiar high school. We tried it from there. We saw Pike County. Then we went to Lovejoy. And really, once we hit Lovejoy, it took off from there. Yeah. Because then we had Jonesboro. Then we had everybody. Then it's when it really started flowing in.
Yeah, I think from my vantage point, like we kind of failed ourselves in the beginning, but you often fail by not trying. And I think when you try, you just gotta try. You know, you never know where it could go. I think the first year we were so caught up in like, what if it doesn't work? And I think instead of having that mindset, we just said, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna find a way to make it work. And it takes a team. Obviously, Bailey said it best. Like, I am not a social butterfly. This man here will talk to whoever, whenever. Probably not whenever, but he'll go out of his way and DM and network, and that's what makes it all work. Everyone has a defined role, and I think in the beginning it was about figuring out what everyone's role is going to be. Where does everyone excel? Because, like, that's why I brought up the point guard analogy, because you may have somebody on the team who is good at initiating offense. You might have a guy who's good at hitting corner threes. You might have a guy that's good at cutting to the basket. So I just think everyone has a defined role, and it was about figuring out what it is and then kind of going from there.
So you more the head coach, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm Greg Popovich.
Call up the plays. I got timeout. You know what I'm saying? But let me ask y'all this as well, man. Have y'all thought about, like, I'm not sure what the views are, but have y'all thought about like sponsorships, like I'm saying, reaching out to different local businesses, things like that?
Yeah, we actually just started reaching out to Spalding County Parks and Rec, which is, you know, we live in Griffin, so, you know, that's our county. You know, doing some baseball games for them, buying a sponsorship, you know, putting our banner up. at the local, youth games, because that's where we learn too. Starting with the youth is the key to everything. Kids love cameras. They love that. They could be 5 or whatever. They love the camera. So I really think with the youth, I think it'll help us build it more. Definitely a sponsorship. I definitely want to try. It's just we just got to figure out when and where, because at the end of the day, people tune in, but they don't really follow. Like we have 133K views in the last 30 days. We only got 6,000 followers. So it's like everybody taps in, but they're not really. They're not really tapped in. You get what I mean by that. So it's like that's the hardest part to it, is seeing all these views and be like, okay, so we got the views, but where the likes, where the all of that. We have 14.k view on our last picture with Lovejoy. We only got like 100 and something likes. So it's like that situation is like I don't want to really waste the sponsorship if I know it might not work, but I definitely gonna think about trying it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like brother said, man, you know what I'm saying? This whole mentality of starting, you never know. You know what I'm saying? I know me and Najeh, we got a sponsor working on a couple. And if y'all got 100, I know y'all got 100,000 views coming in, so you never know, brother. You know what I'm saying? A little small, whatever, 500, 200,000 over a period of time. What they got to lose, man. But that's big for y'all, man. Definitely kudos to y'all for the success. But how long have y'all? You say y'all been going for 6 years, if I'm not mistaken, right?
2 years. We just hit
2
our
years. Okay, so like, what's y'all end goal? I know you say you're not doing it for money right now, but eventually y'all want to become, saying a business that funds y'all lifestyle. Y'all can do it full time. What's y'all end goal?
I mean, really, I think our end goal would we really haven't set an end goal yet. But to me, my end goal would personally be I want all my team to meet their favorite player. Like I'm a LeBron fan. LeBron is my GOAT. I don't care. I know everything about this man. Middle name, all that. Where he was born, all that. This man is a diehard Packers fan. Howard is a Golden State fan. He's a Peyton Manning fan as well. So like, I think my end goal for everybody is to meet their idol. That's all I want.
100%. So
I guess my end goal. I'm sorry. I guess my end goal would be like, I kind of look at like the Pat McAfee show, the success they became, where they streamed during COVID, they did everything on YouTube, and then they became so big they got on with a major network like ESPN. Now that's a very unique and different like circumstance, because we're talking about former athletes and his buddies. We did not make it to the NFL or college for that matter, but I think if we can build something so strong that we can't be denied much longer, I think that would be my end goal. Like just thinking big picture.
100%. So with I feel like shows like this are the future. You know what I mean? People are turning away from bigger media. I don't think, you know what I'm saying, people turn away from ESPN just yet. Well, you kind of see sports teams or sports networks sports teams go to more like Netflix, stuff like that, streamers, constant that. So with that being said, how fast do you see shows like us kind of, you know what I'm saying, get to that next level, if that makes sense?
I mean, really, to be honest with you, I don't even like the 76ers, but I'm just going to use their line. I'm going to trust the process. It might be 10 years from now. It might be next year. Whenever it happens, whenever it's our time, it's our time.
Yeah. I think a lot of things kind of have to just line up. Like last year, we thought we were doing the right stuff, but we look at where we are now compared to last year, and we're low-key laughing at the situation because we feel like we're doing what we're supposed to do now, and it's not that we wasted a year. I think we just had to go through some things to come out the other side more knowledgeable on what we're doing now. And I think if we can just keep up the momentum and just stay 10 toes and just stay on top of things, like we can definitely do it. I mean, social media, there are so many people who have come out of nowhere. And I think it's like now is the right time, like you were mentioning with streaming and Netflix and all that. There are different ways to get it done. There's not just one pathway. There's like 100 different pathways to do whatever it is you're set out to do.
Ashe, you had something to say, Naj?
Yeah, so I wanted to ask, obviously around the way, just I know you remember you guys DMing before. Obviously met you guys obviously at Cortez's commitment, but how'd you guys, like, just out of curiosity, how'd you guys end up finding my channel or my Instagram and being able to find me, I guess is kind of the term. I know you guys probably come across a lot, but like you said, obviously you have the most courage out of everybody because you're the social butterfly. You be hitting up people, making connects. But how did you guys find my channel, I guess is the question.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Honestly, I don't remember. I just remember I was like, hey, that guy looks very familiar. And I was like, boom, let's talk to him. Hey, honestly, I don't remember. I did not get you a follow, though. I support. I'm always gonna follow you regardless.
No, I respect that, bro. I respect that. No, I was just curious because I was like, it's kind of came out of nowhere because I be getting them a lot lately. So, you never know like your reach. I only got I only got 1,600 followers on Instagram. So I don't got a bunch, but like you said, you never know who you can hit. So I was just curious from y'all vantage point. But I guess my next question is just, what's the upcoming projects for y'all, man? What y'all got coming up? What schools y'all trying to hit next? Athletes? What's coming up next down the pike?
I mean, low key, we got interviews tomorrow for a Stockbridge player, Joshua Davison. We actually booked all the way, until Halloween. We on tour every Friday. Actually, we're going to Creekside and DeSoto this Saturday. We're going to be at Stockbridge, Locust Grove Friday. So we really booked all the way. We're doing our personal podcast stream on Thursday. We got an E.B. Bailey from Milton interview coming up next week. Langston and Douglas next Friday. I know that's going to be definitely a heavy hitter. We did give ourselves a bye week for the tour. I think that was because, this is regroup. Give everybody a week off, see what goes on. We'll be at Jonesboro, North and Central Carroll, North Clayton and Stevenson, and we're going to be at Westlake and Carrollton too. And that's just, and then to end it out, we're going to be at Lovejoy and Langston for senior night at Lovejoy.
On Halloween night.
So, and then we got some interviews in between. Bryce Robinson out of Locust Grove, Javon Bonser out of Locust Grove, Kamari Berry out of Spalding. We got Torrey Costin out of Buford who made that, the top 10 catch. That was actually the start of the tour. We actually was at the game. That was our very first trip to Buford. So that was insane. That game was wow. That's all I'm gonna say is wow.
Nah, 109. That game was off the chain, man, for sure. So I guess my next question: when you guys go to these things, though, I know equipment's expensive. Me and Bacon's both dealt with it, just trying to get equipment to make sure it's good enough to lure your audience. Are you guys using phones? You guys use cameras? Like, how do you guys get the content you need to get out? Obviously on your platform.
Right now, I really think we're just we're still using our phone and tripod. We got mics. I think we're just trying to base it. Figure out what we can do. And I kind of look at, as a social butterfly of the group, I kind of look at what other people use. It's kind of like, okay, bet I might can invest in something like that. Like, I know we started doing interviews with Atlanta Metro. I actually collabed with him at the Westlake Media Day. And I learned from there, I was like, okay, bet everybody's on interviews. So let me up the score. So I talked to my team. I was like, hey, we finna go on tour. So let's do an MVP of every game. So we actually have this poster right here. It's a touchdown tour poster. With all the teams on it. So we pick, we sit there and we're on the sidelines of every game watching it. We pick our MVPs of the game and we let them sign at the end and take a picture. It's just something that to maybe be like, okay, they're a little different. I don't want to be like everybody else, just sit back and do interviews. I want to try to up the score a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. And for us, it was more like, I kind of called it the sign of approval, and what made me come up with that is like, you see people handing out like chains, and you see teams do the turnover chain or the turnover belt. And I'm just like, I want to do something different that like I'm not seeing people do. And I remember like when Deion Sanders worked at NFL Network, he did this thing where he would be like, if you ball, you get the call. And it was like a Tuesday or Wednesday thing that he did with players of the week or just for games that he highlighted. So for me, it was like, I see the signature stuff going crazy in college, like when they sign the lens and stuff of a camera. And I'm like, what if we just do that for a poster of ours? Let them sign it. Let the coaches like get some signatures on a different poster if they want. Like, I just wanted to find a creative avenue for us to kind of show our appreciation to the people who balled out on the winning team.
I like it. It's very creative.
And we actually, at the end of the year, at the end of our tour, we're gonna hang up everything on the wall. So we're having framed. We got a coach's poster too. It's gonna be framed in a frame and put it on the wall. Just to remember, like at one point in time, even if this does stop, at one point in time, like we was on tour. We remember the days where we was in our prime. This could be 30, 40 years from now. We still doing it. We be like, this is where we started at. This is our first annual tour.
I love the idea, man.
What's all about?
Exactly. That is what it's about. So talk to me. Obviously, talk about Lovejoy kind of being the spearhead for you guys. So just real quick, just what made you guys want to go to Lovejoy? Like, did you hear something? Did you see something researching? Like, we were just like, hey, man, we got to hit Lovejoy. And then what kind of happened after you hit it? You interviewed, obviously, all those great athletes.
So it's crazy because I was working at a car wash actually in Lovejoy. And I seen one of the players come through with a Lovejoy football shirt on. I just started talking to him. And I was like, hey, bro, let me come out to your practice, see what y'all looking like. He was all right, bet. Hit up the coach. And he came back like 5 minutes later. Was like, hey, yeah, come out there. So we came out there. And then we met Coach CJ, which is actually their recruiting coordinator. And we interviewed him. And I was like, it was actually just that for him. just all I wanted was Coach CJ because I had DM me and everything. I was like, all right, let's do it. And then I was like, you know what? We here. We done drove. Hey, go get me the dogs. He went and got me all the dogs on their team. Tim Sims, Chad Fairchild, like all their seniors from this past year. Like even players that they still got. And it just really, once he started posting their content, they shared it. And then it was people from Jonesboro hitting us, hey, come out to Jonesboro. And it's just how it started. And really, I saw the guy. I forgot his name. Angle. I did forget his name. I saw him at a car wash, and I was like, let's try it. And then it just went off from there.
That's smooth, man. It's a great story. That's smooth. All right, so obviously y'all college football fans, man. So let me pull up the schedule real quick. Let's talk some college football with y'all, man, on the fun segment of the show. Let's get y'all thoughts on week 1, man, and some of these top games, man. Y'all cool with that?
Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Let's do
All
it.
right, let's do it. All right,
Oh, yeah.
Man, but you know where to start, man. We got to start Georgia Tech, Colorado, but that's the first one on Friday, man. Come on, man. I know these guys will talk about prime.
All right, go ahead. I'm trying to pull it up.
You got me. I got Colorado. You know what I'm saying? I got Georgia Tech.
I got Georgia Tech.
All right.
Oh, dang. I thought you were going to have a follow-up. My bad.
Oh, no, I'm just going to stay with my team. Because he about to be biased. He a Georgia fan, so you know how this about to go.
Hey, but let it out. Let it out, man. Let it out. Don't hold back.
No. I'm a Georgia fan, but like when it comes to just predicting, I try to be right or get it right more so than just let my bias get in the way. I do have Georgia Tech. I just think they have more continuity on that side of the ball. And Deion's got a new quarterback and some new players coming in, and that does take time to get acclimated. So I will give Georgia Tech the edge in that matchup.
That's tough, fellas. That's tough. I understand. I was just watching Well-Off Media. They got the behind the scenes. It did sound like just not as together as when I listened to obviously Coach Key talk about Georgia Tech. But I ain't gonna lie, one thing that the big media does, they don't really tell everybody who Colorado got. Like I just found out they got nobody knows they got a guy named Sincere Brown played last year at USF, 6'5", running 4.3. They got Kevin Bayard's little brother at safety. So they got a lot of names that's gonna catch a lot of people's ears coming this Friday. So for that reason, I'm saying I'm rolling with the Buffs. I know now I'm going with the Jacks.
You're going with the Buffs?
I'm going with the Buffs, man. You saw my text this morning.
You better not let them Yellow Jacket fans hear you, bro. Lord.
They did, man. As long as they win, I'm good. But if they lose, I don't like you said. I
you might not want to come on the show no more if they win.
I'm
going with Tech, man. I think this is Tech's year. I think Tech got everything they need. And when I say this year, I'm not saying they're going to go and win a title. I think this is the year they surprise people like even more. Like they go and compete for ACC title, potentially make a trip to the college football playoff. Like I think they have everything they need at their disposal. They have the most depth they've had in years, deep at every position. Quarterback, who I think should be a Heisman Trophy finalist this upcoming year if he has a season that he's capable of having. I think they put everybody on notice against Colorado.
What's your score prediction?
I'm going to go 31-17.
Wow, man. That's belt, G.
14 ain't really belt, bro. Belt is like...
It sounds bad, 31-17. Like,
It does sound bad, I ain't gonna lie.
Belt is like, if I say like 45-14, that's belt.
Man, that's just 10 points.
That's belt.
I guess I'll go 28-24. I'll be nice.
Okay.
Can you tell me the spread on the game?
The spread, Tech is I think a 4.5 favorite.
All right. You know what? I think they'll cover. I'll go 31-24.
Okay.
This tough coming from a Georgia fan. I thought you was gonna have my back, brother. Not gonna lie.
I mean, look, man, I'm a realist at the end of the day. They took us to 8 overtimes, took years off my life. Like, I'll show them some love.
Come on, Coach Pop.
Yeah.
All right. So look, if y'all see a game y'all want to hit, let me know, man. That we can talk about. I got the schedule right here on the screen.
Gotta stop right there, man.
Let's do Texas, Ohio State.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna start with you.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go Ohio State only because I feel like Arch Manning might struggle on his first actual real start, and you got to go to Columbus, and they just won a natty. But it is Julian Sand's first start. But I do think Ohio State has the edge. They do got Jeremiah Smith. Texas people don't realize it, but Arch Manning is good. But Texas did lose a lot. They lost a lot in the draft. They basically got a brand new offense. They got, I think their running back came back, but that's really it. Everybody else is gone, so they got a brand new team. They're going to learn how to, chemistry's going to figure it out, all that. I think Ohio State can beat them, though.
Ooh, I ain't gonna lie. I thought we were gonna save this game for last because it's like the heavyweight matchup. But Texas, Ohio State, both teams lost a lot. Ohio State has 2 new coordinators and a new quarterback. Texas, they did lose a lot of players too, including Matthew Golden, who's now on my Packers. They do have, obviously, Arch coming in, who's better than Quinn Ewers. I don't care. I have eyes.
100%.
I know they're on the road. I know it's the high of Ohio State just winning the national championship. I just have a feeling Texas will win.
I'm gonna back you up right there, but I like Texas. I know Arch is coming in. You know what I mean? New weapons. But I mean, being a Falcons fan, a proud Falcons fan that I am today, you know what I mean? Sark, he got a good offense. I believe, second year, having some reps last year, going to walk into it. That defense is legit. We'll see if Justice Terry gets some reps on the defensive line. But I like Arch over Julian Sands in this matchup. Plus, I like the head coach. I like Sark over Ryan Day. I like Sark over Ryan Day as well.
Yeah, for me, I'm going Texas. I know it's Arch. Well, it's not his first start. He started before, but I guess like being the full-time starter, it is his first game. But I think he's going to be more ready than Julian Sam. I think the defense for Texas is going to be better in this one. Ohio State lost so much. The big player is Caleb Downs, but linebacker spot, edge position, how does that look there? Edric Houston had an injury. He's supposed to be one of their guys this year, formerly of Buford. So they're missing a lot. It's a big game. I think Texas is going to be ready. I think they got the defense. Anthony Hill Jr. is the best linebacker in the country. You couple that with their secondary and what they got and what they've been able to produce. They got all SEC, Michael Taft. They got everything they need, man. And they're going to have a true freshman that's going to be ready to ball in Justice Terry. And then offensively, you look at Ryan Winkle back for another year. He's the main guy now to go along with Khalil Lockett, who's a 5-star, who I think is going to shock some people. Yeah, I'm going to go with Texas upset win. It will be a good game, though. This will be a good game, but I'm going to go with Texas.
Too early, though.
You said too early.
That 12 o'clock kickoff.
Yeah.
You got to play Fox for that.
They fumbled that one.
They should put it at night.
Agreed. But
we can't go to the night. We can go to the night slate. We can do Battle of the Tigers.
Okay. You want to Battle of the Tigers. All right. You want to do Syracuse. All right. You want to go to the other. Hey, that is a nitty gritty matchup.
That's gonna be good.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know because they say Garrett Nussmeier is going to be in a Heisman running. To me, he hasn't really proved anything. He's not.
Thank you.
He's
like,
not.
where is this coming from? Will you tell LSU fans that you're crazy?
Yeah. And then you have Clay Klubnik, who, he does good, but in big-time games, he likes to fumble the bag. So, in that situation, I'm always going to be an SEC guy. I mean, I'm a Florida fan. The only SEC team I won't go for is Georgia and Tennessee. That's just because that's me. And the little beef. I'm gonna go LSU though. I think LSU can pull it out.
All right, LSU. So, all right, the Battle of the Tigers. It's in Clemson. They're talking about doing a all orange uniform matchup at night. Dabo Sweeney, who doesn't believe in the transfer portal, versus Brian Kelly, who doesn't believe in winning big games. I'm going to go with Clemson in this matchup at home. I just think the energy will be a little bit too much for Nussmeier to handle. I mean, you guys hit it on the head. I don't really think he's all that. I think he's fine. I think he operates the offense well, but he's not an elevator of talent. I think the talent elevates him. He's not a truck. He's a trailer. So for me, I'll go with Clemson. Neither of these teams are as good as Georgia, so as far as I'm concerned, I don't care about the matchup that much. So, yeah. Heavy implications, by the way, on this matchup. I think this could determine a playoff spot.
Okay. I'm gonna go, man. I will say I I see what they're saying about Nuss, man. I'm not gonna lie, man. I watched the film. I watched Brooks's his QB breakdown. It made me a little bit of a believer. Just the arm angles, you know what I mean. Just the arm talent. Period. I can see it. I don't think he'll win the Heisman, but I'm gonna roll with Clemson as well. I just think they're gonna be that better team, man. Plus, you know what I'm saying, LSU's on the road. They're going into Death Valley. You know what I'm saying, Dabo's been talking high. He's talking about they ain't gonna lose the game this year. So we'll see if that remains to be true. But I like big Clemson.
Outside of DJ Lagway of Florida and outside of Arch Manning, I'm taking K. Klubnik, bro. I think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. My top one is DJ Lagway. They call me crazy. Oh, he threw 9 interceptions. We have not seen that talent of a quarterback in a long time. Y'all gonna see it this year. All he got to do is stay healthy. He can stay healthy. He gonna shot the whole world. So I know I got Florida going to the college football playoffs as well. I'm high on the Gators, man. I'm high on the Gators. I think they got the whole team to do it. And them true freshmen they got, Sean Montgomery, Dallas Wilson. I know he dealt with a little bit of injury for No Brown III. But I'm going with Clemson, man. Clemson, look, bro. Clemson's gonna show why they're the real Death Valley. I know LSU, they got the best linebacking core in the nation. We look at Whit Weeks. They got Patrick Payton now. They got some studs. They got that DJ 6'5", looks good, looks nice.
Perkins came back.
Yeah. Yep. The boy Harold Perkins back. Thank you for that. Yep. So they got Hill, Whit Weeks, and Patrick Payton. They should be potent defensively. But
and then they got 2 transfers from Florida too. So when they play Florida, it could be really difficult on Florida's end because they do got Jack. I forgot his last name. The linebacker, and they got the corner that came out of Florida too.
Facts. But I think Clemson gonna be too much. I think LSU got a good team, but I think Clemson, this is their year, bro. I really think so. And they're gonna show everybody. They're loaded at every position. Peter Woods, TJ Parker, Sammy Brown, Avion Terrell, you know what I'm saying, Khalil Barnes. That's just defense, right? Offensively, they got one of the best receiving cores. You know, them in Florida, I'll put them on the same pike. You know what I'm saying? When you look at everything they got, they can run that rock. Adam Randall's going to be a name to know. Gideon Davis, the 2 freshmen, another name to know. I'm going to go Clemson, man. I think Clemson is going to shock everybody. And I think they're going to beat LSU pretty good.
Okay.
7:30 sharp.
7:30.
That's it. 7:30 sharp.
I go 7:30.
But yeah, back to the high school standpoint right quick. I did forget. We did do our first ever commitment on 4th of July. So we did, I know you hosted Cortez Ratings commitment. We hosted Tim Sims out of Lovejoy, is now a Memphis commit. So we did do his commitment all the way through. SLA was there as well. So shout out to you for doing Cortez Rating. We did our first commitment. So, hey, next one. We got to catch it. But we back to the college side now.
Nah, that's dope, bro. Congrats on that.
Appreciate you.
100%.
Let's talk about this one, man. Let's talk about the Alabama Florida State, man.
I'm gonna go Alabama, bro. I can't go Florida State. I'm sorry. I don't care. Even if they play the Citadel or Austin Peay, I'm going Austin Peay. I'm sorry. I can't do it.
Okay.
He lets his,
So you don't like Florida State. All right.
he definitely lets his bias go the way. I'm gonna have to go with the Tide on this one. I don't know if Florida State is slowly becoming like a broken program. I was really shocked last year to see how they just fell off a cliff. Because normally when you lose a lot of players, it's like, okay, you may not go 12-0, but maybe you go 9-3, 8-4. To win 2 games last year, to win 2 more games than Kent State last year is crazy. So I'm going to go with Alabama. I think there's definitely a sense of urgency to try to uphold the standard. I know it's hard because it's Nick Saban, but they need to knock these ones out. These are layups for Alabama. They got to knock them out. So I think Alabama pulls away, wins the game.
Yeah, man, I agree with y'all, man. In the words of that boy Jew, Alabama by 4T. OT.
Yeah,
they ain't got enough, bro. Broken program, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Alabama, man. I think it's just been too much trash talk on the Florida State side. They haven't proved nothing yet. I don't think that bodes well for them. I think they giving them bulletin board material. Kalen DeBoer got a lot to prove, and what better way to smack somebody in the mouth on the road?
And I've been seeing rumors like the Florida State quarterback, he can't see over the line. So he's like 5, I think he's like 5'8", 5'9". He's really short. So I don't know how that's gonna work all year. I mean, he could be like Kyler Murray, but he turned out to be good. But I don't know.
He been talking greasy.
Yeah, he do be talking crazy.
Yeah,
he do be talking
he's
crazy.
made some bold proclamations this summer.
Yeah.
Ain't seen nothing like me. I'm gonna tell.
I've never seen it all.
Facts. Any other ones y'all seen?
Not from week one, really.
Is there any like?
It's gotta be one.
You don't want to talk Holy Cross football?
We're not gonna talk Holy Cross football. Oh, we can do Syracuse and Tennessee though. Low key.
Okay. We can go with that one.
For Howard's sake.
I ain't gonna lie. I love my brother to death, don't get me wrong. But I think Syracuse might can pull the upset.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why is because Tennessee has a lot of off-season drama, with the whole Nico thing. They have a lot of drama. I don't really know. They're basically waiting. I see what they're waiting on. They're waiting on Faison next year. So I feel like this year might be a down year. They're still getting recruits. They don't really have a good running back. They don't really have a good quarterback. So it's like, I think it might be a down year. I still think they can go 8-4, maybe 9-3. But I think Syracuse could possibly beat them. Syracuse got a lot of young players too. So,
man, let me tell you something. This is a trap game for Tennessee if I've ever seen one. The coach was on the Georgia staff not too long ago, and he's brought over some of those principles from Georgia to that Syracuse team, which led them to upsetting teams like Miami last year. And this is just the ultimate trap game. That's not a team on a neutral site I would want to open up against. And for Tennessee, who's had a noisy offseason and didn't really – I don't think they got better from last year from a roster standpoint. I do like Heupel. I think he's pretty solid, but I think Syracuse is going to beat them.
I agree. I like
see, my thing is with this game, my bad. Why is it a Chick-fil-A kickoff classic? It's not
LSU Clemson.
It should have been LSU Clemson, or you could have did Texas and Ohio State and Atlanta.
That'd have been crazy.
That'd been crazy.
Still at 12 o'clock though.
Yeah. I don't know.
Florida State, Miami. I mean Alabama.
I don't know. But go ahead, my boy. My bad. I just had to.
Nah, all good, brother. All good, man. I like what Coach Fran Brown is building at Syracuse. But I don't think he gets this one though. I'm a roll with Keuchel in Tennessee, man, holding it down respectfully. 1-0. I think people are underrating that quarterback come from UCLA. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is put that ball on the money. You got the weapons. I got the defense. So I got like from Parkview. You know what I mean? Freshman from Westlake. So I got to roll with the balls on this one. But I like Fran.
You've been doing your research, huh?
Hey man, hey, don't make me fly my lenses, brother.
Been doing that research, huh? Reading the articles, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
I'm going Tennessee, man. Fran Brown is a phenomenal head coach. Like, he gonna have them boys ready. It's just, is Steve Angeli ready for this moment, right? Formerly of Notre Dame, won and started a job over Ricky Collins. A little bit surprising because he bought Ricky Collins to the ACC Media Days. Young talent, new spots. You lost two of your top guys at wide receiver and tight end last year, Orton Gaston, obviously Trevor Pena, who's now at Penn State. Gaston is with the Chargers. I don't know. Tennessee, yes, I agree with both of y'all. Very noisy offseason. Not their fault Nico left. Like, there's a lot of drama around that, but I think they got a guy at the quarterback spot, Joey Aguilar. I ain't saying he gonna be a Heisman favorite, y'all. I'm not saying he gonna be a top quarterback, but I think he can manage the game enough for you to win. And they got some guys that they can get a ball to in space, and they can do some damage. Star Thomas comes over from Duke. He can run that rock. They got another young whippersnapper that's coming from behind him that's really good. And then the receiving core. Ooh, they're going to shock a lot of people. Braylon Stanley. You got Mike Matthews, former 5-star. Travis Smith Jr., who they call the man-child. Yeah, good luck. I think Tennessee going to be just fine. And while their offense is figuring it out, their defense is going to be lethal. Obviously, they're going to get Boo Carter back. They're going to need him. Colton Hood. No, obviously, Jamal McCoy is a preseason All-American, working back from the ACL, but they got also Arian Carter and Joshua Josephs. I think they would be just fine.
Yeah, they said Boo Carter playing both sides of the ball as well.
So, you see? I'm going Tennessee.
Understandable.
Sorry. Appreciate the college football breakdown with y'all, man. Y'all know y'all stuff a little bit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
For sure. I'll throw it back to you, Bacon. Just wanted to get their thoughts on the games.
No, for sure, man. They definitely know that thing, man. I also want to say, man, Aaron Gates, you know what I'm saying, guy from my area, man, playing nickelback for the Gators this year. I'm definitely interested to see what he does. Had to put that out there, man. So I know you was a Florida Gators fan, but last thing for me, man, just what's your thoughts on intertwining AI into what y'all do?
You said, well, my bad. You went out. What'd you say?
My bad. I might want to get y'all thoughts on intertwining AI, artificial intelligence, into y'all into what y'all do.
I ain't gonna lie.
It's all right.
It's like I really don't have an answer. I ain't gonna lie. I really don't have an answer for that question. I really don't.
Do y'all use it?
Nah, we don't use it.
Not yet. There's so much like to discover and embark with AI. It's definitely like a useful tool for sure, and I think it's something to keep an open mind about. I would say in its early phases. So I mean, maybe it's something we look into.
And it's another thing with AI too is like I feel like AI cheats the system because it takes away from what you know because people are gonna be like, oh, that's just AI generated. They don't know if we know it for real. They might think it's AI because the whole world is AI generated. I be seeing TikTok, like I be watching babies that's 1 year old talking about let me back in, my parents are broke. Like, bro, AI takes over the entire world. You know, you can post football stuff all day, people might be like, you're lying. You know, until they see with their own eyes, but AI takes over the world. I try not to use it, but I never thought about really using it either. Yeah, that's why I feel like some of the views that we have on our page are AI generated views because that's what people do.
What about like Opus clips? Like I got a long-term podcast. I throw it in the Opus clips and the regurgitates and sends y'all clips with the already ready-made captions.
We've actually struggled with our YouTube channel. I'm not gonna lie. We've struggled, like I said, with getting content out. We've had 3-hour streams that is still sitting,
waiting to be.
It's been almost 2 years. It's still sitting there. We really try to keep our streams closed. I know we had Howard at one point in time. He was editing our videos for us. You know, it was a lot for him because he was scoring fantasy and all this. So we actually got a new member of our team. He's our editor. So we're gonna try to break it down to him. You know, we try to go section by section, 10-minute timers on each topic that we have, just to try to not make it as long. Because I know if we go on live and talk about it, people's not gonna sit there for 3 or 4 hours and listen to you talk. They're not gonna do that.
That's another thing too. The attention span of people is so short. Like, that's why I started doing reels. Truth be told, like I love doing streams and breaking stuff down and contextualizing, but the problem is like everyone's attention span is so low. That's why I started doing the 3-minute reels because it's like if you can't sit through 3 minutes, you might be cooked from an attention standpoint.
And like we've done like what we just did, you know, we've done pick'ems, we've done all that on YouTube, and it turned out to be, you know, we get breaking down, we look at it 45 minutes in, people's not gonna watch that. So it's like we just gotta break it down and realize, okay, let's make it smaller, let's run through them and then talk about it at the end. And then we used to do our game of the week.
Yeah.
Our upset of the week as well. You know, we picked our game of the week, which is obviously like when it's Florida, Georgia, that's obviously both of our game of the week. And my upset would be in a situation of like, say Syracuse and Tennessee, I'll be like, my upset of the week is Syracuse. And if we win, we should go, okay, cool, we up the score on somebody else. We keep tally on it and everything. But we're definitely gonna do some different stuff this year. Now that we actually have an editing team part of it, we're actually gonna try to do something a little different.
And we try to do like segues and cues to make it easier for editorial purposes. So I might come up with a segue to kind of let the editor, whoever gets their hands on it, know like, hey, like this is when we're about to break. Kind of like what you see on TV sometimes with like your first takes of the world or whatever. Like just got a segue, almost like you're being a mediator and an analyst at the same time.
No, 100%. 100%. You know, I feel y'all on that. The clips, like people's attention spans is short. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll just stay at it, bro. Like I remember last year when I started the podcast, views was low. I mean, Twitter is a different beat. I don't know if it's AI generated, but views is low. You know what I'm saying? We stuck with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how many we got here right now, Nash.
We at 270.
270. We don't know if
That's
everything.
off X.
Yeah, that's off X. X is the numbers off X. I feel like they are a little skewed. I'm not sure. This is what I've heard. But whenever we have June them on, man, we probably hold consistent views. Like YouTube, you know what I'm saying? IG Live. So I would just, you know what I'm saying, stick with it, brothers. Honestly, you know what I mean? And then, you know what I'm saying? Just let that thing ride out. But another hot one, man. I noticed y'all talked about just y'all in the Lovejoy area, Jonesboro area, you know what I'm saying? What area to y'all, man, has the best football? Is it Clayton? Is it Fulton? Is it Gwinnett? Is it Coweta? Is it Fayette?
I mean, right now, I would say Clayton County because we depend the majority of their schools. But I can answer that question at the end of our tour because I know we do got Langston in there. We still got Henry County. We at Stockbridge this week. Henry County. I actually graduated from Stockbridge, so obviously I'm always going to show love to my alma mater, obviously. So obviously Henry County is the best. But I'm going to say Clayco because that's what we've done so far through the process. But I really don't look for the counties, that has the best talent. I just look for who can show us the most love at the end of the day. I mean, yes, I like the talent, Lovejoy, shout out Lovejoy, they showing mad love. Like, we went in our locker room the other day, announced the MVP. That's the first time we've ever done that. We've done a lot. Like, they've had Tim Sims, he wore our shirt during his game. We haven't really branched out with any other schools, that's hoping to do that. We have opened up with more schools, interview-wise, we're getting more progress. Like, I just scheduled 3 Locust Grove interviews, 2 Locust Grove interviews today. So now we got Locust Grove. They're excited about, us coming to see them Friday. That's all they care about. That's all I care about. I don't really care about, what county has the best. At the end of the day, at one point in time, everybody was a 0-star. You had to grind to get to the 5s and 4s and 3s. So,
yeah, I think by the end of the tour, and probably by this time next year, we'll have a more kind of accurate answer. Like Lovejoy, shout out to them, of course. They've shown a lot of hospitality and a lot of gratitude, a lot of love by just letting us kind of do what we do, but allow us to do what we do. Like, no restrictions. Like, hey, you want to be in the huddle? Like, shoot, you want to give us a play? Like, they're literally like that. They're very hospitable, and they let us in their locker room, obviously, the other day due to the lightning delay. But I mean, probably from a pure football standpoint, I would assume the Metro Atlanta area for sure. I know it's a very broad answer because there's a lot of that can qualify, but I mean, look, Georgia, just factually speaking, is one of the best states for high school football. I mean, we know Texas is a big dog, Florida, of course, with IMG, but I mean, a lot of players come from Georgia. I mean, a lot of rich talent, especially the last 7 years.
I agree, man. Go where you're celebrated, not tolerated. When y'all down there at Locust Grove, man, make sure y'all tap with my boy Abdul Diallo, man, DB down there. I believe he's playing nickel, a little bit of safety, but I think he's gonna be mainly in the nickel position this year for Locust Grove. But dang, I just had it, bro. Oh yeah, what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about like sports docs? We see like if y'all tapped in like Nick in the Cut, there's a lot of people doing them, but just how y'all feel about sports docs and what it does not only for the brand, but the player story, and I'm saying getting it out to the supporters or their fans.
Wait, what's the question? Sports documentaries?
Yeah, sports documentaries, you said?
Yeah, how y'all feel about what sports documentary does for not only the channel, but the players? It's telling the players' natural, authentic story.
I ain't gonna lie, I really do like that because it tells you like behind the scenes for one. Like it tells you, you never know what these players go through outside of, we see, great quarterbacks in high school, shout out to, I know he's in the live right now, so I'm gonna shout him out. The Locust Grove quarterback, great, phenomenal player. At the end of the day, we don't know what he goes through at home. He might be a great kid. He might have parent problems. We don't know their background story. So when we see documents, I kind of watch it. I watched the SEC story on Netflix. I mean, yes, I was biased. I just watched Florida's. I can admit that. But, I've watched that. But, I just like documentaries about sports in general. Like, Blindside, I watched. Everybody likes Blindside. Just watching that and just be like, okay, cool. There's more to life than just what he can and can't do on the field. There's more to it than that. I just break down, okay, this man, say Blindside, you got to walk home from work every day. You have no ride home. You never know what they go. You don't even know if they eat at night. We don't know anything. And it breaks you down, what music they listen to and all that. I just be like, okay, cool. That's why I like to do interviews with the athletes. I want to break it down. JJ's good at playing mind games with them. So he'll break it down. He'll be like, hold on. Like, he'll hit them low to make them make them answer it. He'll be like, hey, what's your favorite color or favorite candy? They'll be like, what? Because all they care about, people think it's just football. It's more to life than just the football part of the game.
Yeah, I would say from my vantage point, I enjoy sports documentaries. Obviously, I'm always a little skeptical of how much A, they're willing to share, and B, if everything like what are they willing to show us, right? Because there are some things that like they may not want to get out, and they may go in the editorial process and be like, don't put that in. That may make me look like a bad person, whatever, negative press. But two of my favorite storytellers, though, when it comes to like that space, kind of telling their life stories, former athletes, honestly, like Shannon Sharp and Cam Newton. I'm gonna be a little biased with Georgia, state of Georgia athletes. Like, I love listening to Shannon's podcast, the 2.5+ hour ones, his work with Nightcap, and with Cam. I know Cam Newton gets a lot of crap for some of his opinions, but like, I just like hearing Cam storytell and talk ball because clearly he knows what he's talking about. I know people like to crap on him a little bit, but I really enjoy watching and hearing Cam and Shannon Sharp. But documentaries in general, like, they're cool. I'm just always worried about how much they're willing to show because, like, the Netflix quarterback series, like, you know, obviously you get to see Kirk Cousins kind of being his, like, you know, being, I don't want to say a nerd, but just being a common man. You know, he's a common guy pulling up the cookout and, like, doing his studying habits at home and stuff. Like, it's like, dang, this guy's just a regular guy who got good at football one day. And it's cool to see stuff like that, but you just wonder sometimes, how much are they showing you? Are they showing you everything? Are they being honest about everything? Because at the end of the day, it goes through an editorial process.
Nah, they definitely go through an editorial process. My recommendation is on YouTube is a creator called Nick Nick in the Cut 2 T's. He does a real good job of, like, when you say how much they show, like, he really gets a lot of, I'm saying, raw and uncut. I'm saying, showing their lifestyles. You know, he's done one with Travis Hunter. That's a big one. He's doing one right now with quarterback out there in California. But just check out his YouTube, man. It's got a lot of good ones. Goes real in depth. I think he's done one with Mikey Williams, but you know what I'm saying? He's a real good one at that for sure. Now, you got any more questions, brother?
Nah, man, it's been a pleasure having y'all on, man. Salute to y'all, man. Y'all doing some great stuff. And like I said, y'all doing it in a different kind of way, man. So I always have respect for y'all. Y'all do y'all posts on Instagram, man, and y'all can tag me. I'll like and retweet all day or repost and throw on a story, man. However I can support y'all. I know what y'all doing ain't easy. And to be completely transparent, bro, I just did the same thing. Like, I literally just walked away from a company that I was with for like 3 years, and I'm doing my own thing now. Like, I'm doing SI, but I'm doing my own thing, like, as far as podcasts. And so I'm just saying I'm in the same boat as y'all. So I know the difficulty of it. Y'all been doing it longer, but, you know, I know how difficult that can be, man. So I salute y'all, man. Just keep going and keep building them relationships, man.
I just followed y'all too, by the way.
Appreciate you. And I salute you for taking that risk on yourself and betting on yourself. I think 10 times out of 10 you got to do it because you only get one shot at this.
100%. And it ain't been easy. So I know y'all know it'd be the highs and lows, man. But like you said, sometimes you got to bet on yourself, man. And that's the best step I think you could take.
Nah, definitely. I appreciate that. You know, hey, y'all keep going up. We'll support y'all any way we can. You know, hey, we on tour, so if y'all want to go to a game Friday night, just let us know. We definitely on tour somewhere until at least we got to get our playoff schedule in. But right now, we got to worry about the regular season.
We gonna see y'all Saturday though.
Oh, you going to Creekside?
Yes, Sirski.
Oh, he won't be there. He'll be at the He'll be in.
I'll be there.
I'll be there. And Howard will be there. The one that can't make it. He actually at work right now, so we'll definitely be tapped in with y'all Saturday. You know, I'm open. If y'all want to, you know, take pictures, like I say, or, you know, watch what we do, you know, we'll watch what y'all do. Definitely, you know, take a picture, chop it up. You know, whatever y'all want to do. My DM's always free.
That, man. Same here, bro.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, man. We appreciate y'all, man. We're going to be in contact soon, man.
Always, yes, sir.
Take care.
Take care,
love, fellas.
All right, man. Appreciate them coming on the platform, man. Shout out to Around the Way Sports, man. Glad I was able to figure that audio thing out. I was a little nervous about that, but
right.
Glad we was able to have a full podcast, man. Over 2 hours and 38 minutes. Bacon going on 39.
No Coach Matt?
I get he hit me in the DM, but he was like, hold on. He was like, how can I get on? I said, Bacon said something about tonight. I said, or is it too late? I said at 8:45. So I don't know.
You should have told him try. He probably don't know. He has to go through Google Chrome. He probably got an iPhone. Cause that link ain't gonna work on Safari. But nonetheless, everybody that's tuned in, see if we got anybody on the gram. We got one on the gram. Not sure who was in. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. I'm not sure if we're gonna get on Coach McCrary from Creekside. So I'm saying, bear with us, give us a couple of mementos. However you say it, a couple of mementos, por favor. A couple minutes, please.
Minutos.
That's got to be a different dialect, gang.
Minutos.
Momentos.
This dude, bro. You don't have to help you with your Spanish, dog.
But my Spanish teacher used to say mementos.
I don't think she was authentic.
She was about Miss Mancia. Miss Mancia was that real deal. Coweta County education system at its finest.
I see. I'm gonna help you out a little bit.
Minutos.
Yeah, minutos. Dame unos minutos, por favor.
Unos minutos, por favor.
Boy, you sound American.
Minutos? For real? I gotta get right. But see, I gotta be around my I don't want to say Latin, but my Hispanic friends.
Yeah,
for me really getting the cat. I gotta hear that dialect and I imitate.
Yeah, facts.
I'm a chameleon.
I'm dead. You gotta learn the dances too while you at it.
Oh, but I can merengue, dog.
Oh, you can.
Well, I'm dead. I was in college, but and it was at his college party, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was a soccer party, you know, a lot of Latin folk. So I did my thing, man. She was Cuban. She like, I didn't expect you to be that good. I said, yeah, so that, you know what I'm saying? I'll be a little bit everywhere, man. I blend in, you know what I'm saying? I'm a brother, you know what I'm saying? Really, I might be American Dominicano, something like that, man. So Afro-Latino, yes, Afro-Latino, excuse me, for sure. So I get down with the best of them, man.
Yeah, if you're gonna say the Dominicana.
Que lo que, sir?
Yeah, que lo que, mommy.
Hey, I'm a senor. Trying to holler at me.
I'm just saying, that's how you say it. If you go holler, you're like, hello, okay, mommy.
Nah, I remember you told me that line. I used it a couple times. It brought me some good fortune.
I bet it did.
If I was talking to a player today at East Coyote, he had followed me. I saw he had that Dominican flag. I said, "Kilo, okay." He wasn't expecting that. He laughed.
He wasn't. You know, he wasn't expecting that.
He went. That's why I had to hit him with a foul. And with that ace of spade.
I'm dead, man. But man, shout out to all the supporters, man. Over 287 plus views. Man, y'all been all over the YouTube as well. Bacon's your hit, I think 12 or 13 at one point. So yours was going crazy. I think I got over 80 views just from the stream alone. So we appreciate y'all, man. Just, continue to tune in on Mondays at 6:45. We'll figure out how we're going to incorporate college football too. We might have to do a different day on Tuesday. We'll see. We know the Monday show is becoming a hit with having a panel. So we'll keep y'all abreast, man. But we should be back Thursday. Obviously Harper Rife interview, East Coweta basketball. So we should be back Thursday at 8 p.m. And then obviously Friday we'll be watching the Colorado game. I think Bacon wants to do because he's lobbied. So I think we might do a after or post game reaction to Colorado versus Georgia Tech. I think Bacon's down for that. And then obviously Saturday we'll do a college football one as well. So y'all stay tuned on the channel, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, man. And we hear all the time, man. So y'all follow us on all our socials at Bacon Network, at Najeh Work on all platforms. And we will see y'all soon, man. Again, this has been the Sizzling News Podcast. We will catch y'all on Thursday, man. Enjoy. See y'all then. Peace.